All right, I got a photo book update of something that's annoying me. So I'm well into these now. Like I'm from my lifetime. Easy does it. From my lifetime, I am 1980 through 2024, and I'm working on 2025.
Already?
Yep.
God, let it take a break first.
I know. So now let me explain. These photo books, they're quite nice. However, there are limitations. You can have 110 pages maximum or 1,000 pictures maximum, whichever comes first, so to speak.
So me.
Yeah. So let me explain the dilemma. I am on 2025 was a busy year for what it's worth. I am on 2025 part 3. Date December 14th.
Oh, what do you do with the last 27 or 17?
You got to start a new book.
And
you have to.
Whole book.
With just like 20, 30 pages in it. You got to do it.
I mean, it's going to look really gross. You could start the 2026 book.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't.
For like 2 weeks, though.
You can't do it. Well, so like the good news is at the 12th we were in New York, so there's plenty of pictures. I'm thinking I can get probably 50 pages out of those last couple of weeks of December. My birthday party, plenty of pictures there. Like Christmas. You know,
it's over, man. Let it go.
Yeah, but I think ultimately, I don't have a choice. But it's just obnoxious.
I mean, you do have a choice.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. But you look at the books, like, because a big part of it to me is how this is going to look when it's done. Just like these jet black books that are all identical across the bottom row of my library. What are you having an issue?
It just feels loose.
Yeah, I might have to tighten her up, so to speak.
Loosey goosey.
Yeah, the legs come on.
Does it cost the same amount? Even if you get a little book?
No, they're all dependent on the number of books.
Baby book.
So you have like, there's a base price, right? It's like, this is how much this book costs with whatever, 20 pages. And then every page you add is more money. So most of my pages, I usually run out of pictures before I run out of pages. Most of my pages are between 80 to 90 pages per book. But anyway, it's just obnoxious, you know. But enough about my problems. We have the King of England. We have Cody here today.
How you doing?
How are you, mate? We'll start with you, Cody. You're an out-of-country, out-of-town guest.
Yep.
How have things been? Catch us up. What's going on? What's new?
I always find this weird because obviously we've been talking all week already. So
yes, that is true.
Things have been
good.
Well,
you can talk to me.
Yeah, there you go.
I've been up to... Well, when was it? 6 July I was last over, wasn't I?
Yes.
So in the last 6 months, I took some notes.
Did you really?
Sort of, yeah.
Really? Okay, let's do it.
But it's not actually that much. I was trying to think. I've been to like Greece on a holiday.
Yeah, we're like 4 hours in. Like, so rounding November.
No, it's just... How do you do? Do you do like things I've been watching now, or do you do that separate?
Whatever, or anything. It could be anything.
Basically, in the last few months, I've watched all of Stranger Things. I watched the entire series of Mobland on the journey here on the plane. Have you seen that?
I do want to check that out
a little bit.
It's really good.
I do want to check that out.
Yeah.
But what is that on? We looked at it. It's not Netflix.
No, it's on like what's your
Paramount?
Yeah, it might be Paramount, something like that. It's something I haven't got in the UK. I can't
get
it.
Hulu?
Oh, it might have been Hulu.
Or Peacock?
Something
maybe
like
Peacock. That. I think you had to pay for it because I have Hulu. But
Hulu.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I only watched it because it was on the plane, so I was like, cool.
Yeah.
That was really good. Went to that Bad Omens gig. Band you like? That was good. Got backstage.
Nice.
That was cool.
How did you got backstage? Be a friend?
Yeah. So the opening act, I know the guitarist. He's from over here. They're from America, but he followed me because of my job, and then because he started learning to tattoo himself. Not tattoo himself, like take trade on.
Right.
He just learnt just to tattoo himself exclusively. So, not much money in it.
On your flight over, did you go over Greenland?
I didn't see if it was there still.
We were just hoping you could count the number of dog sleds.
Yeah, because we're sizing up the situation at the moment.
I didn't have a window seat, unfortunately.
Oh,
I did sit next to, I'll tell you what, actually, I had to sit next to a guy that had diabetes who, as soon as he sat down, made it clear that apparently he's going to be going to the bathroom a lot.
because of his diabetes?
Yeah, because and he was really small. He was like up to my nipples height. He was really fucking irritating.
It's like that. I'm Scott Mama. I had diabetes on South Park.
He literally, I got on the plane and it was really super busy. And I was like, oh, I'm quite lucky. There was 3 seats and I've got this guy here, me here, and the free seat in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And literally, I looked at the other guy. I was like, we've got lucky here. And then as soon as I said it, this little man, biggest rucksack you've ever seen. That's my seat. I was like, fuck. And then he was like, I've got diabetes. I'm going to be, and he was in the middle seat. And I was like, you're not having the end seat. I was like, because it's not comfy for me sitting in the middle. And like literally every 35 minutes.
Oh, is that what he wanted? He wanted
I think he was trying to make a point, and I was just like, okay, buddy. And then carried on watching my Mobland. I was like, I'm not moving.
Fuck that guy.
The middle seat sucks. You're just like
this.
this.
It's the worst.
Because he was only little anyway, so he can deal with it.
Should have just picked him up when
Yeah.
he had to go to the bathroom. Just
Yeah, do you want to get over?
Like, here you go.
all right, mate.
His little feet just dangling off the end of the seat.
Well, he's lucky he still got him.
Yeah, that's true.
He must be on
Eventually he'll
keep
be
it in
lighter.
check.
Yeah.
But it's one thing he wasn't, is a liar. Because he was up about 10 times on that flight. So, yeah, there's that.
Not a little liar.
No, not a little liar at all. But yeah, so I went to the show. Yeah, I knew that guy. So halfway through the set, took us backstage, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
But
awesome.
it's kind of cool, but at the same time, you're kind of like, I can't really see the show now. So,
Oh, you were backstage during the show.
well, we were side stage during the show. So
Okay.
like directly ahead of me was the Noah, the vocalist. So it was cool. It was cool to see it, and it was
Yeah.
all the fire. It was quite cool to see like from behind, I guess, the scenes. And then we went backstage at the end and met his band. I didn't meet Noah or like Bad Omens. I just met the other guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then what else have I done?
That's cool, though.
Yeah, that was a good time. Actually,
We were talking. I want, because they dropped an EP
yeah.
in December, and
There's 4 songs. Isn't it?
yeah, and that was very disappointing because it seemed like everything was moving forward for a full project, and I'm really liking everything they're doing right now.
I still think that'll be a full project.
I hope you're right, because like, it just worries me because the rollout of it, like they were like every couple weeks a new song, every couple weeks, and then they released all 4 together and then called it an EP.
Is that actually
and
what
then,
they called it? I didn't actually check.
yeah, and then it's been radio silence ever since, and that has me worried because they're on to something, you know.
They'll keep that sound. I think it's been.
I hope
received.
so.
It's been well received in like.
It's more palatable than a lot of their earlier stuff. Which, I mean, if you like it, you like it. That's nothing.
Yeah.
But it's that a lot of that like screaming shit. Like we were talking about this morning. Like you need to. I'm okay with screaming if you're trying to enunciate a point, you know, and I'm okay with screaming if you're trying if it's melodic, you know, if you're screaming melodically. But a lot of this screaming that's just like you're sounding like my mother,
Just noise.
you know, then I don't have the stomach for it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's not a bad omen.
I have diabetes.
I never heard that song.
I'm sure it's out there.
We went to the. What do you call it? We say cinema, don't we? What do you call it? The movies or
I'll just say cinema.
cinema? We went there and saw. Right, what do you?
Not what he normally calls it.
The theater.
Yeah.
The theater.
But yeah, we went as me and Katie went and go to see that The Housemaid. Have you seen that here? It's got like Sydney Sweeney in it. It's based on a book.
I heard she has good genes.
She has very good genes. Too big.
At least 2 good genes.
She shows her genes in that film as well.
Does she?
Yeah, Katie was like, she wants to go see it because she's read the book.
A little
And
Google
I was like,
search.
is that the film with? If you search it, there's a scene in it that's pretty good. Few scenes, good couple of scenes.
Good couple of scenes.
She ironically doesn't wear jeans in the scene.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
is that a picture?
yes, she's a joke. But yeah, Katie wanted to go see it, and I was like, is that the one with Sydney in?
Look at God.
Yeah.
Look at God.
That's not from that film. I think that's from that
I'm just-
Euphoria.
I'm
but-
looking at those eyes though.
Yeah, she
But it was actually a really good. All jokes aside about her, it was actually. I didn't even. Do you know what? I didn't even realize she was an actor. I always wondered. I see her online, and I'm like, she's pretty. She's hot.
You never seen Euphoria?
No.
You should. It's good.
Katie's seen it, and she said I should watch it.
Yeah,
I was like, well, if she's in it, I'll watch it.
It's quite good.
Yeah, I've heard that she becomes an OnlyFans girl apparently by season 3 or something.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what they're going to do with Euphoria moving forward because that one guy died who was kind of a pivotal player. I think he died of an overdose in real life, ironically. But
Right.
Yeah.
Euphoria?
Yeah, the Euphoria actor that died, he was kind of a critical player. And like the storyline that was going through, it was at a pretty crucial part regarding him specifically. And I would just hate for them to pick up and be like, yeah, sucks what happened to Johnny, right? Like, yeah, Johnny being dead and all. Yeah, that was really sad last summer when Johnny was dead and we all cried and went to his funeral and all those things happened and now we're moving forward. You know what I mean? Like,
Angus Cloud.
was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool. He was a good actor too. Like he had a lot of
Fezco.
He had I think he had a promising future.
Had.
Yeah, past tense. God bless the dead.
So that was actually a really good film. I'd recommend watching that because I had no expectations. I was just like, sure, if you want to go see it, I'll go watch it. It's got Sydney Sweeney in, cool.
Yeah.
But it was actually a really good film. It was cool. And then the only other thing I've been watching is Fallout, the series.
The second season or the first?
I've already second one. I actually
I'm only
watched
like 1 or 2 episodes in on it.
the second
far.
series.
The second, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I think I love Fallout 3 was like my favourite game growing up. So it's and it's all based around the New Vegas this season. Did you play it?
No, never.
Okay, it's a good game. But the New Vegas was like an extra game. It was sort of in the era of the Fallout 3.
I still got Last of Us Part 2. I got to crank out.
The part 3 thing.
It's funny because so to speak, that would only be if it was an apocalypse and it was just me and I had to crank out The Last of Us. But it was in the cabinet.
Really?
I just saw it, the cabinet where I found my little treats.
Oh, your treats.
I had to put that in my nerve to remember to talk about.
But yeah, other than that, I've not really been up to much. Just working.
Well, we should have planned this better.
How so?
We should have gone to see 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
He actually suggested that, but like he didn't come, so to speak, at the most like opportune time for like movie going. Like he arrived on what day? Tuesday night. I worked Thursday, and then he's going to Chris's Saturday, and then it's like, and then we had the snowstorm, Snowmageddon.
I mean, what's tomorrow afternoon look like?
I don't know. I got to talk to Laura.
Yeah, just as a
possible.
Just because it would be fun to.
Yeah, because we watched it.
Oh, he's got to run errands because the snowstorm's on Sunday, and he's supposed to get all this shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not as excited about the second one anyway. I've heard about it, and I don't think it's great. But you didn't really like the first one, did you?
Up until the end.
The spoiler. I think the second film's very much that.
Well, it should be, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the first one. I thought they lost an opportunity with that colony that they started with, and really exploring that, because that was fascinating to me. Like the idea of how society would devolve with like these relics from the just recent past, but for some people that were born into the colony, it is an unknown time completely.
Yeah, because
so then using like a bicycle in order to power like a lathe or whatever, like if you were born in that colony, you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, we used to ride those things for fun. It'd just be like
normal
stories.
Right. I agree.
To ride the lathe.
I'm always interested in like the sociological stuff, the cultural stuff,
and
like
that whole like the party about going out. You know, like how that whole thing developed.
Yeah, the rite of passage.
Right.
Like, yep. I agree.
I thought it was kind of cool as well, because I almost forgotten that, but the life is still going on in it outside of that island. It's just contained there, in it, because that's where the army people come in it.
Right.
Because I was thinking, I forgot about that part of it.
It's
just normal, like everyone's back to normal everywhere else, and then if you end up on the island, it's like, see you later.
They're the quarantine zone.
Yeah.
So it's like I thought they could have done that
true.
more. I thought the doctor was cool, and like just the idea of him living apart and kind of studying and doing whatever.
But his whole setup just seemed very like, because them films I always thought felt very grounded and real, like they were gritty, like what would really happen if there was a zombie apocalypse, and him having his little bone temple felt pretty like, I don't know, out of place.
But I think that kind of idea has a place in that series, because you're grounded. Here's how people are living in the quarantine zone, and it's not grounded. It's fucking weird. And then back to grounded.
Yeah.
It kind of like shows just like that whole world.
Yeah. You also saw Paid in Full?
I saw Paid in Full.
And what'd you think?
I think that our physical media let us down.
It did, actually. It was embarrassing. I'm glad Joey wasn't here. So my DVD, which was made by Dimension.
Is that Dick Van Dyke?
Yes. Ironic, the pairing of that. But I think it has started to deteriorate. It was made by Dimension. I don't know who owns Dimension.
Like the physical DVD disc?
Yeah. Because like
most of the time it's the sensor in your DVD player.
Yeah, so it's not though, because I just watched Christmas Story on it, no problem. So but like you can look on the underside of it and you can like see the printing of the shit on the top side of it, like on the underside. And I was like, fuck, man, that sucks. So I bought it on Blu-ray. Fixed that problem.
and then also rented it.
Yeah, that was $3.99. That's just
it's just money.
It's just money, funny money.
Yeah, that was good actually.
Yeah,
everybody gets shots, B.
Yeah, everybody, and people get shot every day, B. What's funny about that movie is exceptional, but like, what I notice about this gets sensitive, is like, so I've watched a movie with you and a movie with you within the past 48 hours, and I don't know why, and I'm here to say it's irrational. It's an irrational emotion that I have. But it bothers me when I watch a movie with anyone and they're on their phone. Like, I could feel myself getting, like, I almost, with you, because we're sitting very close, we were sitting on the other side of the room, so I could just sort of focus on the TV and not see. But with you, I almost went like this at a bit. Because I was talking to myself, I was like, that's a grown man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But I want to be like, hey, man, put that fucking thing away. What do you got a chit chat right now? You got a fucking reel? Put that fucking. Let's watch this fucking thing.
We're in the theater.
I think in a theater.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do it there.
Yeah. But it is like it's like one of those things where it's like I wish this didn't irritate me.
You should have a little bucket at the door. We just put the phones in there.
So you know what? I thought about it when we were watching it. I was like, you know what I should do is but I was like, but then like I keep my phone on me, and during that movie, because I'm always like, what if one of the kids text me and needs something or whatever, and like, and then I'd be like, oh, phone in the bucket to me, so like I can't do that, I don't want to be and hypocrisy is not a fallacy, of course, but I don't, it was interesting for me to like.
I don't want to spoil what we were watching.
No.
But so the first one, where I was catching up on the back half, I did not really like that movie. The second one, the one that we watched completely, I barely had my phone out for that because I did enjoy it. So I do find myself like when I'm kind of like,
yeah. I mean, it's even here, like. Like not to pick on anybody, like because I'm not making it personal, because it doesn't matter who it is. But like I have to be in my phone here. Sometimes I'm usually checking notes or whatever, But like so when we're here and we're in the middle of a conversation, like Chris is like, because he's always at work, right? So like, but
and me too.
Yeah, you too. So like when they're like checking their phones, like during the middle of a pod, I'm like, man, like come on, like but it's like it's like I don't have any right.
Yeah,
I don't have any right. Like if this was generating the amount of revenue like a Joe Budden podcast where I could like pay the cast.
Oh yeah, then put your phone away.
Yeah, then it'd be a different story. But
then we'd have somebody here pulling stuff up.
Right, exactly. Bow. I could be able to pay Bow finally.
And also Chris wouldn't have a job because that would be his job, wouldn't it? Like,
yeah.
So no excuse to be.
Well, you might have to have it might have to be a part-time. You know what I mean? Because it's how that thing usually goes.
You're jumping ahead.
Yeah.
We're trying to get like gas money.
Well, it's funny. I just had this conversation. Interestingly enough,
because we had creamer and then lost it.
We were talking about.
I couldn't even get ice.
You could. We were talking about. And don't mention them while he's here, please. But we were talking about how when I was talking to that Elvis family, because I talked about that last week. He had said that like Nerd Rage podcast, like on the regular platform, now has ads in it, and like I never clicked sign up for ads. Like they're just in there, and I had no idea because I don't listen to it, because I got to listen back for the greatest hits, but I do that months down the line.
Right.
So I was like, fuck. Like I was like, let me go on. So I go on and like it is like it's generated I think $3 so far. So to be fair, one for each of us. But you know, I was like I couldn't even figure out how to turn it off. Because I was like, I'm just going to turn this off for the listening experience,
right?
You know, but I couldn't even figure out how to turn it off.
Yeah, I imagine there's something deep in the terms of service, the TOS, that there's a particular amount of ad revenue that they want just for hosting.
Yeah, but I pay them.
Yeah, but they're going to say like we didn't raise the rates,
right?
You know, and offset that. With,
and I think there is a way to be fair, but it's just like nothing. It's just like anything customer service wise these days.
It's all AI.
Nothing is easy to turn off. Even unsubscribing from an email. Nothing is easy to turn off. Very simple to turn on. Couldn't be simpler. Button big as hell, sitting right in the middle of the screen. You know, but turn off.
Accidentally turned it on.
Click here. All right, scroll to the bottom. Okay, fill out this information. You know, like it's like, you know, it's all by design. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so paid in full.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's good. We were talking about because you didn't. You just saw the Blu-ray sitting up there today, and you were like, who is this? And you're like Mekhi Phife, and then what did it do with that Eminem lyric? What was it?
Oh,
you said it made you think of some Eminem lyric, or
because he says it in that. I think it's in one of the 8 Mile songs, and he says about being in a movie. And it says his name, but I never knew what that name was. It was like a rhyme he used in a song when I was a kid.
So I was saying Cameron, who plays the killer in that movie, one of his first songs after that movie was out and, you know, gone and etc. It was first movie ever, murked out Mekhi Phife.
It's him in it that kills that dude when he's on the bike and he looks, he's like, "What up, Kermit?
What up, Kermit?" Yeah, Kermit the Frog face ass. And he does have a wild face, that dude. You know, like it just makes it funnier. Drink some soup. Cover up.
Imagine being like the casting director. We got to find a weird face.
You got to find a Kermit the Frog face ass dude.
Bring all these people in, not weird enough, too weird.
But that story, for those that are listening and are unfamiliar, it's the story of AZ, Alpo, and Rich Porter. And if they're legendary gangsters, like up there with like the Gottis and stuff. Like they kind of mass marketed the hand-to-hand drug trade in America. That's like a lot of like cultural stuff, like even like the stuff that like people like make fun of, with like the car seat reclined in the car while driving and you're sitting way back here. It was them that started that whole look. Like all that shit derives from them. It's a tragic story. The movie does a pretty good job of showing how that story goes down. And of the three of them, AZ is the only one still alive, the smart one from the beginning. But you can also go on like YouTube and shit. There's tons of interviews with like the real AZ, like telling the story from his life, and like it's a fascinating story. If you're into like true crime shit, like Goodfellas and whatever, like it's along those lines. I always say it's like the best, like if we're calling crime movies, or cops and robbers movies, however you want to define it. If we're calling like Goodfellas and Casino, if we're calling them mob movies, and we're calling Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood and other like hood movies, like in my opinion, Paid in Full is the best hood movie ever made, and it's probably more than likely because it's the only one truly based on a real story.
I want to know what the guy in the laundrette's up to now. I like that guy.
Which one?
The boss. Thought he was funny.
The boss
in the laundrette, like his boss, the smart guy that lives.
Yeah,
his boss in the laundrette, the big dude. Just he's like manager.
But he didn't have dreads?
No, I didn't say dreads.
I thought you said dreads, the guy with the dreads.
No, just the big, I just want to know what he's up to.
The guy that was in the, that worked in the clothing store, or the laundromat?
Yeah, the laundry guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I said laundrette. So it sounds like dreads.
I thought long dread.
Long dread, the guy with the long dreads.
What is that, long dread?
Is that not what you call it? Like
laundromat.
Laundry mat?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you call the shop, not a laundrette.
No, not a laundrette.
Why a laundry mat?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's
or a dry cleaning spot.
Yeah, dry clean. Yeah.
I mean, like shopette is not a common usage term here.
I've never heard that either. I just know laundrette. It's just. I mean, I've never been to one to myself. Personally,
interesting.
But,
well, I mean, that's the same basis for laundrette and shopette.
Right. Okay.
Right, but
fair. Yeah. Not long dreads.
No, not long dreads. And you got this PlayStation or Nintendo shit.
Yeah, I got the analog 3D, the N64 modern console, but I bought it like it was like one of them. It wasn't a Kickstarter, but like you pay for it a long time before you're going to get it. And finally picked it up.
I think N6. So we were talking in the chat about top 5 and everything.
Consoles of doing that, which I think would work.
N64 is way at the top.
Yeah, it's great.
For me.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it. For those listening, we've kind of let go of a lot of the top 5 conversations in video for 2 reasons. One is that Chris is never here, and 2 is that aside from Fans Toys, your knowledge of a lot of this stuff is very limited, of course.
Well, it's on purpose because once you find the best, there's no reason to explore the rest.
So anyway, the conversation of consoles came up, like do top 5, and I started thinking about myself, and Nintendo holds a lot of those spots for me.
The original Nintendo,
Super Nintendo, N64, maybe even Game Boy.
N64 and Game Boy were going to be in my top 5. I just don't know what order yet.
I always loved the GameCube as well.
I never had a GameCube.
Me neither.
Oh, great.
I think that was it. Oh, great.
They were great.
I think that was a generational thing, because I think by the time the GameCube was out for me, and I'm a little bit older than you, but for the most part, we were like, oh, this kid shit, like.
Yeah, Nintendo kind of took on that kid.
Yeah, for sure. They kind of always were in that. They just never left. They just never.
At least here they were marketed towards kids, where Xbox
and PlayStation.
Well, but so to me, Xbox was going after like adults, because it was marketed originally as like the entertainment center. Like you can game, do the movies, have a music player, like the whole 9 yards. You would just need a TV, an Xbox, and a stereo.
The GameCube was the first Nintendo console to have its own unique horror title, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eternal Darkness. It's good. You used to mess about, them games where they fuck about with, like, your memory card in the game. So it's like you'd be playing it and it's telling you on screen it's deleting your save, and you're sitting there shitting yourself like, why? I haven't done anything. Like, why are you doing this?
I've seen a lot of that on Reels recently, where people are making games where if you fuck it up, they delete your save file, or they'll brick the game.
Yeah, Nintendo now, like on the Switch too, if you try and like mod it to like get games for free and shit, they brick it. They have the power to brick your console that you bought.
Damn.
So like you could spend like $400 or whatever it is here for the console. Try and like be like, oh, I'm gonna be a bit smart, get some free games, and then dead. Just like, oh,
that sucks.
But
so what's up with this N64?
I don't know much yet, because
it's like a third party thing.
Yeah, so it's a third party company's called Analog, and they've made I think they made a Super Nintendo before, but it was before I got into them. But I also got a handheld when I was here a few years ago. So
for Super Nintendo?
No, the hand, like a Game Boy, basically. But
for N64?
No,
it was a Game Boy.
Yeah, it was a Game Boy. Basically.
Okay.
It's called the Analog. That was called the Analog Pocket. So
gotcha.
Like Game Boy, but it was just a bit bigger and had a nice screen. But you could play any Nintendo cartridge on it. Nice. And there was adapters, so you could play, like, do you remember the Game Gear, the Sega one?
Yeah.
So I got an adapter, so you can play that. And I haven't got them, but there's other adapters, so you can play, like, I think like the Lynx, Atari Lynx.
I don't know that one.
It's like the handheld they made.
Wasn't there like Game Genie?
Oh, Game Genie.
Oh, Game Genie. That was where you could put the codes in.
Yeah, it was like between the game.
Yeah, so you put the cartridge
console
in, and then you put the yeah. They done a lot of that, and they done. I don't know about you guys. Well, they must do it both ways, but like I was saying to you, obviously I can't play American games on the N64 or the Super Nintendo or NES. I think like all of the older generation, they're not compatible with the consoles. They're like different shapes or just don't work. So they made like adapters that you'd pop in the top, and then you put the cartridge in, and then it'd work. So I can play them, but not standard.
Right.
Yeah. So basically their deal is so with the handheld one, it came with like what they call an IPS screen. So it's like a high definition screen. But if you do that normally, the games never normally look great because they weren't made to be on that. So the kit is basically there to like just translate it to, so it looks
modern television.
Yeah, so it looks nice. And the idea with this is that you can use your original cartridges and plug them in as normal, but you can play it on a big like 70-inch TV or whatever, and it won't be blurry, because if you've tried that with your normal N64, it'll look awful.
I should go look and see what games I got for that shit.
We should do it. It's America.
Keep talking about it. Let me see. I think I can probably carry them in one hand. Yeah, that's even if I can put hands on them.
They're probably just behind all the snacks.
Yeah, probably. We'll get there.
But yeah, so basically their aim is that you can. It's for someone with a modern TV, because I actually personally have, which if you watch their show, what's it called, dummies. They just made fun of my TVs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've got the old CRT
old
TVs,
school-
tube
old school.
TVs, because they're great like for video games. They're made for them,
Right.
so I still have loads of them. But yeah, for people that don't want that shit,
Yeah, we hooked up a Wii, and it's hard to find stuff that'll have the required connections to like an original Wii,
Oh really?
because they'll have like the red, white, yellow.
Oh yeah, you have to buy the HDMI adapter still, didn't you?
So- and then when you do the HDMI adapter, it doesn't look right.
No, they never look as good. They're yeah, I forget the Wii wasn't HD technically, was it?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think there was one eventually, but the original, because I think somebody bought it for like $5 at a
Yeah,
at
they're
a
super
yard
cheap
sale
now.
or
I
something.
mean, do you remember when the Wii's came out? How much people were paying for them?
It's a lot.
It was like $1,000 at Christmas. People
Yeah.
were going nuts, and now I find them at like flea markets every week for like in the bundles for $5.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I got no idea where they are.
But
I found the controllers and
That's a start.
yeah, but I don't have any idea where the games are.
but yeah,
I had a Pod Racer, Rogue Squadron, which was great.
yeah, that was good.
Mario, of course, the Zelda game, which was also great with the horse.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
What was it Firefox?
yeah,
Star
Star
Fox.
Fox.
Star Fox.
Yeah, with and the little frog.
I
Yeah,
remember
that's it,
that's all.
Little
That's
frog.
all my friend and I played back in the day. It was like we played GoldenEye
Yeah, GoldenEye.
until like your thumbs were bleeding, and then you'd be like, I don't want to play that anymore, and be like, I'll throw in Star Fox, and then just play that until you get
Was-
tired of that and switch back to
Right.
Was Star Fox called Star? Because it started, I think, life is called like Lilac Wars,
No, we never saw
and then
that.
they changed it to Star Fox.
Star Fox we saw. F-Zero.
F-Zero, yeah, that's like the it's a bit like Wipeout, wasn't it, on
Yeah,
PlayStation?
that shit was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
And then what else did I have on that shit?
So Mario Party would be a good game with like your kids. That'd be fun to play.
I had Super Mario 64. I had that
Yeah,
one.
That's classic.
And I had GoldenEye, of course.
best game.
Best game. Sniper level, dude.
You can play that game a lot easier now, especially with that console I've got upstairs, because you can use like a modern controller, so you actually have two sticks to control.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
right.
for nostalgic purpose, I want the
The original.
The
The OG.
original.
Give it.
Can you save on it? That's my.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you just have to have. I think the. Do you remember in the back of the controllers you had them like pack things?
Yeah.
I think you have to have them. But I think it's got internal, like it's got a memory card in the back, so I think you can emulate on it as well if you want. So you can just put your games in like that.
That's cool.
Don't have to have the cartridges, but I want it for that because I have all the physical games.
Right. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
fucking-
I like that.
Anything else going on?
How much was it?
I think it was like $250. It's quite expensive. Maybe 200. I can't remember, to be honest. I could check, but
Yeah.
But like you can't get it now.
I think they're back in stock. So what it is, that the people hate that company because their customer service sucks and they take so long. It got delayed. I actually thought it was going to come last January when I visited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it actually turned up, I think, in December or November last year. So I just left it until I knew I visited. But yeah, they always delayed, and they always like have limited release. Everyone's panicking, and then as soon as they release it, they always. Do you remember like the Funtastic? It was called, all the coloured consoles they did that were transparent or
Oh,
translucent?
yeah.
We don't call them that here.
Or translucent.
Continue.
But,
I gotta make a joke for myself, everyone.
Yeah.
But they always do it. Like as soon as they release it, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I finally got the black console or the white console," and then they're like, "Oh, here come all the fancy colours that everyone actually wanted."
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Oh,
That's how it goes, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah." But it's fine. I just wanted the black console anyway. So.
Yeah. That's what I would
Looks
have. It
clean.
looks sleeker. Yeah.
Yeah, it just looked clean. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
Not off the top of my head. Just working, football, playing soccer, whatever.
Yeah. How's your team doing?
Not very good. I joined a new team this season. Last season we did quite well, and I'm like sort of playing for two teams, but I have a new team with some school friends that started a new one, and we've got a lot of younger people that don't really know what they're doing, so
Yeah.
it's making it hard. So it's not so fun, but it's fine.
Farrell,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, in the last 72 hours,
Yes.
well, actually, no. Before I get into that, because
Okay.
I feel like that's going to go
Yeah.
for a while.
Agreed.
So I had an annoying thing happen.
Okay.
I signed up for. It's not really a credit card. It's kind of like a credit card, but it's not really. It's Atlas.
Okay.
So it's basically like a secured credit card.
Okay.
meaning you have to put the money up front and then you can spend it off of it. But it spends like a credit card, and it has cash rewards or cash back. Mm-hmm. So in order to kind of get a grip on my finances and to do things a little bit better, I went out and tried to find a credit card, secure card, whatever. It didn't matter to me to put all these recurring charges. So all my subscriptions on, just because it's like, it feels like every other day in the month, a new subscription. Right. And it's just like, you think you have X amount in your checking account, you look and it's always a different fucking number. And I was like, you know what? I just want to have something where I can say, I have $250 a month in subscription charges, and they all go on this one thing, and this one thing gets paid on this date, and just it seems sense. Cleaner.
Yep.
And then also they're offering like 5 or 6% cash back on subscription charges, so that's free money back. And then they're giving money back for like Lyft and Uber, which I do a lot because I don't drink and drive.
Right.
So I was like, hey, this is going to work out great. Signed up for this card.
Probably easy to sign up for.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Try and cancel it.
Yeah. So I looked into that too. And this one, like, I know how to cancel it. I've already navigated before I put any money in to see, that it is relatively easy to do. So got it set up, used the card. Okay, it works. Transferred all my subscriptions over to it. Everything's going fine. Get through the first full month of it. I have it set up where it auto pays the full balance. Everything worked. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, one thing that it automatically signed me up for that I didn't even know about was this thing called Smart Save.
Okay. Far better than Dumb Save, I mean.
Well, it turns out it's pretty fucking dumb.
Okay.
So what it does is, because it uses Plaid, which is like some third-party thing that you can link your bank account to, and it'll share information across lots of different apps and things use Plaid now.
Okay.
And I had a Plaid account for other things, so it wasn't a big deal, right? I've already looked into the privacy stuff, all those other concerns. So what it does is it kind of like every day it looks at your checking account balance, right? So the Smart Save is like, hey, after 30 days or so, once we see what your normal spending is like, we're just going to automatically deduct money from your checking account and put it in our secured thing that you can spend from, so you don't lose any money. Mm-hmm. And they actually give a decent yield on it, right? So the APY is like 3% or something. So it's better than a checking account, which is like 0.2. But I had thought that you had to click yes on the Smart Save. It's auto yesed. So I get through the first month, no problem. It's just looking at my bank account. So it decides that I should save $500 on a random Tuesday, right? And it's an ACH withdrawal, so it does its thing, and the money comes out. And now it's off into ACH land for 1 to 3 business days being processed. I don't know about it. I pay a bunch of bills. And I wake up on Tuesday morning, so the day after a banking holiday, to a critically low checking account balance. And I'm like, fuck.
Right.
So then I find out where the money went. Okay. Nope. Put that back. Right. 3 days back to your bank account.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And it was
like with banking, they're always like,
what
instant payment. And then
fucking with people's shit, man.
But like, how does it take? So you can take the money out like that.
Yeah.
3 days to put it back, baby.
Isn't that how it goes? Easy to start it.
It's a tricky
process.
process.
Hard to get it back.
So it's like, are you fucking kidding? So like I get onto the customer service side and I'm like, why? Because I paid $1,000 worth of bills. Right. And this is like my checking account. I have a savings account. I have all that other stuff. But I don't have the savings account linked. But I'm like, why would you take a third without like some sort of confirmation? And of course, 0.1 seconds into the conversation, I realize I'm talking to a fucking bot.
Right.
I'm like, real person. And it's like, I understand that you would like to talk to a real person, but it's going to take me a minute to get somebody on the thing.
Right.
So,
Take 3 days, will it?
oh, that sucks. So I had to like transfer money from a savings account to a checking account to like figure out everything else. And it's just a fucking nightmare. And I'm glad that I wasn't like, I had $501.
We're getting alerted for the same thing, I imagine.
Yeah.
And they're not going to go.
Oh, no.
So yeah, so like if I only had that $500, that would have been like a critical problem, right?
You can leave a mark on your account as well, it like going.
Well, so like say I didn't know there was 500 was coming out. I paid my other bills, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll put it back. It takes 1 to 3. What do you eat?"
Right.
For like 1 to 3 days if you had no money. You know, so I was like,
Yeah, raid the cupboard.
yeah. So I guess that's a warning. Be careful with all the smart save bullshit.
Yep.
If you ever have that problem.
That sounds like a fair warning.
But we got it all sorted out.
I was talking about food actually and what you're going to eat when we went Wakeman's yesterday. Did Laura? She told you about it. No, there was like no food anywhere.
Oh yeah, for the Snowmageddon.
Like a 1 day storm or something. It's going to be or 2 days, whatever. And then all the meat was gone. All of everything. We were just like,
it was like COVID.
yeah. It was, oh man, that was pretty funny. Just like everywhere you went, just no meat. I was like, what? How much meat do you need for like 2 days? It's like, what the
A lot of meat.
Yeah,
well,
people.
apparently so.
A lot of meat.
My girl does.
The vegans were.
Well, they have meat substitute.
Yeah, they,
That is true.
Still falls into meat.
Yeah, it doesn't get the job quite done though. Yeah, there was like it was like COVID. The picture she was showing me, everybody there's like lines out the fucking door. Like I was like, God damn.
Yeah, so I mean, like for the people not in this area, well, I don't know. I think fucking 40% of the country is dealing with it now. But the snowstorm that's coming this weekend is supposed to be Snowmageddon,
Yep.
and now it might be Iceageddon.
Yep.
Ice, more ice.
We just everywhere you look.
Minneapolis to Baltimore, fucking ice everywhere.
I saw some ice when I was walking Leia to school earlier. They didn't do nothing to me. It's just on the floor hanging about. I don't know what the big deal is.
Just on the floor. I love that. Hanging about.
So the big thing is, in the last 72 hours, I've watched 7 Marvel movies.
Oh, I thought you meant the film 7.
No, he's got that one.
So I've started the movie
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, the MCU. So I started with Bobby and I had talked a couple of times about the correct order and what you should and shouldn't. And while I respect his opinion on it, there was a lot of information. And when I just went to start, Disney has a little tab that says
chronological.
Here's a chronological order.
Yeah.
And I went, sounds good.
Which I think is an interesting way to watch it. Cause I mean, I watched them in release order, you know, like I lived through it and I haven't really because everybody has kind of experienced it. I haven't really met anybody aside from you that's just like, never seen one of them. Where do I start?
I'm not sure I've never seen one.
Well, you know what I mean? And so I've been like, fuck, like, I don't know, probably try the chronology. I'll try it because I have no fucking idea.
So what is it? What's the order?
So the first one was
Captain America First Avenger, because that's in the fucking 40s.
Yep. Right, yeah.
So I liked that one. Mm-hmm. You know, and from like a not a comic book kind of guy.
Yeah.
It is kind of strange, you know, old Mr. Redface and
Red Skull.
Yeah, Red Skull. See, that's close.
Yep.
Like that is because it's like it's normal world and then
Red Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So I love that first act. Like him going into boot camp and doing all that and
Grenade and
getting to know who he is as a person, like, because that is him. Like that's what makes him such a cool character, Steve Rogers. It's like he is who that people think Superman is. You know what I mean? Like, he is the Boy Scout. He is the one that's always trying to do the right thing. That, that thinks the best in people. That fucking, he always sees the bright side.
But it's an interesting character study because it's the kind of character that actually sees both sides of it, right? Because, but so I mean, like, to go as the weakling, the picked on.
Oh, right, that side. Yeah.
Live that experience.
Yep.
That now has the body that he couldn't have.
No one could.
Right. It's not even like, just go to the gym and get muscles. Like,
no, it's its fullest possible human capacity.
Yeah, his genes are different.
Correct,
and they're better now.
Sorry, but there's a I always quote this line, but there's a comic that the movie that you're getting ready to see is loosely, capital L, loosely based off of, called Civil War, where basically
is that the one I'm watching next?
No,
Iron Man 3 is next.
No, Dark World is next.
Yeah.
Which I love and people hate, but Civil War in the comics was there was this group, if memory serves, it's been some time. There was a group of superheroes. I think they were the New Avengers. They could have been New Mutants or whatever. Speedball was one of them. There was all these
Is that like?
No, not coke and dope. But they're all these young superheroes, right? And they got into the mix with some villain in this residential neighborhood. Shit went left. This massive explosion happens and basically wipes out an entire neighborhood. All the citizens, civilians, etc., collateral damage. And the United States government basically steps in and says, all right, enough is enough. You guys want to do this shit. You want to run around these outfits. You want to have you're going to have to register
Pay
here.
Taxes.
You're going to Where are you from, as a matter of fact? You're going to have to register here. We're going to have to know your real identity. We're going to have to. You're going to get us. You're going to be on the payroll. We'll pay you. You're going to get holiday leave. You're going to. You're going to get perks. But we gotta. It's time for some accountability with you, motherfuckers. And Iron Man is like, makes sense. Look what they did. The proof is in the pudding. Everybody knows who I am. It's Tony fucking Stark, baby. Right. I'm upfront about it. And Steve Rogers is like, well, this sounds like a violation. And it splits the Marvel heroes, and Steve Rogers Captain America sort of heads up one group, and Iron Man heads up the other group. And when that goes left, right as it's going left, they have their last attempt chance to level with Captain America to get him on board, and he declines. And as he declines, this super tech, F-22 type Raptor comes in behind the glass of this building that they're in, and Captain America's jumps out the window, lands on the fucking cockpit, smashes the glass, jumps in behind the pilot, and the pilot's like, holy shit. And Captain America's like, look, just do what I say. No one's gonna get hurt. Turn here and watch that potty mouth, son. But that's who he is, right? But anyway, so I think they did a really great job in that first Avenger movie, kind of capturing that heart of gold, purist kind of
I agree. And
yeah. But it gets a little Spaceballsy for me by the end.
I agree. And that's the part where I was just kind of at that point, they had done enough where I was like, okay, I'm just going to buckle in.
I think that's fair.
And just
they put in enough work on the front end where I think that's fair.
Let's just go. I'll see where it goes. And I've already kind of committed to watching all 35 movies.
Right.
So
which you shouldn't.
It sounds so crazy when you say it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's 70
hours of footage.
Or more.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Right, because Avengers was 2 and change.
But then we could probably all make a big event out of this Avengers movie this winter. Get a whole bunch of people to go.
Yeah. So next up was Captain Marvel. So right away, testing my fortitude, because
it's a rough one.
Pretty bad.
It's a rough one.
And the crazy thing is but it's
the 90s.
The storyline.
She's wearing a 9 Inch Nail shirt, Farrell. Yeah, it's the 90s.
I got it.
No, listen. No, you're not saying. Listen to the soundtrack that they are using. It's in the 90s.
Right.
It's not now.
No, it's before.
It's before.
When it was shit.
Back in the 90s.
When it was, no, but the 90s wasn't shit.
No, it was great.
It was awesome. But if we look back on the 90s, they got to make it shit. Yeah. So, like my real issue with that movie, other than the strong female lead, kidding, was just some of like the really lazy storytelling. Mm-hmm. Right. So it's like, and part of me is I don't have all the characters memorized.
Right.
So like, as she's meeting, who's the cop?
Coulson? Or no?
Like the civilian cop.
I don't even remember.
So she meets him. They're like investigating some like break-in, right? And it's like, oh, some woman wearing spandex, and like, oh, she's over on the phone right over there. And they go talk to her, and she's like telling them like, oh, you're under an invasion by an alien species, and like, sure, lady, let's go get you some help.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she fires like a blaster gun. And then the cop is just like, alien invasion, huh? Tell me more.
Yeah.
Right? Not like, what the fuck is going on? Like, just, he's all in right away. And he's like, tell me everything that you know about this. And that's the way that they give you the information.
Story. Yep.
Is her explaining to you through him. I feel like it's super lazy.
This is around the time where I think Marvel started getting lazy, because like everything was fucking gangbusters. Yeah. Every movie they dropped is like looking down the fucking scope at a Billy.
Right.
Every single one. And they're just like, we can't fucking lose. Just fucking, I don't know. Put it in a dress.
Write some shit down.
Yeah, no, do we have any characters in a purple suit?
Yeah.
Pull a purple suit, you know?
So I felt like it was, because it was that lazy, it felt like it was either geared to idiots or children. Mm-hmm. And I think that you can do it well, where you can give some parts in a way for the lowest common denominator, but then you can make some of it.
I think most of them do that.
And you can make some of it where I actually have to pay attention and care about the storyline to pick up the nuance of what's happening. So what ends up happening is, if you're just going to fucking explain it to me in a conversation, I'm going to pull my phone out.
Yeah. Yeah. So my favorite, the part of that movie that gets me through it is her as the pilot, her and her friend, and then the friend's daughter, like that.
Yeah.
Connection is what gets me through that movie.
Yeah, and it was,
and I don't hate Captain Marvel as a character in terms of what she offers the MCU. It's just that movie, like,
just poorly done.
It's just not strong enough.
Yeah.
And she will return. And when she returns, it's a much better use of her character, and it's done better. It's just executed better.
And like so they over explain some parts and then don't explain some parts at all. So I was just kind of like, well, hopefully it's going to get better. And then, so right after that, we get into Iron Man, which better.
To me, I just want to say real quick before the Iron Man thing, the problem with me in the MCU and a lot of stuff can be summed up in that cat from Captain Marvel, like the kitty cat, like the feline animal. Because that is, to me, I don't know how to express it. It's the
meow.
Yeah. It's the dummy bait.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if people were to look at that movie critically, right, and be like, well, the writing and the acting, and actually even some of these costumes, if we want to get nitty gritty, and it's like, no, but the cat's cute and it turns into a monster, and that's fun, and it eats people and is a cute cat at the same time, and that's great time, right, guys? It's like, yeah, that's good fun. That's good. Ooh, but what are they doing here? And then the cat pops up again. They're like, but the cat, guys. And you're like, oh, yeah, the cat is fun. You know, like that's my issue with what Marvel does a lot in their movies. But yeah. All right, so Iron Man.
I thought Iron Man. So that brings me back in.
Yep, it's one of the best ones, especially that first phase. But even overall, it's one of the best, like, first starting.
You know, and getting over the whole, like, we start in like Afghanistan, which I do like that you told me that
it was in Vietnam, I think, initially.
So I do like the idea of making it somewhat something that people now can.
And the cave makes more sense.
Yeah. Well, maybe the jungle can be pretty dense.
Yes, and there's tunnels.
Make you feel
there was
like
tunnels for sure.
You know, not see the sunlight.
There was tunnels.
Probably a little less humid in the desert.
Yeah.
But
It's a dry heat.
yeah, probably easier to work on electronics.
Fair point. But yeah, great character.
Yeah.
Conclusive story. Has a, you know what I mean? Like, starts one way, ends a different way. There's an arc that goes through it.
And I thought they did a pretty good job of explaining things that comic book readers knew, but not in a way that would make you bored.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Right? It's like the flashback. We start with him, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He jumps in a Humvee and he's drinking and people are talking to him, gunfight, blow up, whatever. And then flashback, okay, here's who that guy is. A little bit of backstory.
And his charisma in that, like, Tony Stark, I mean, there's your sign. Robert Downey Jr., it's like he was born to play that fucking role.
Yeah. Right.
Like, he's just so perfect in it. Like no gang signs. Okay, I'm kidding, man. Throw that shit up. Like, he's just like, he's so fucking, like, naturally good at it. And as we've been watching a few, and I've been sitting in with you for some of them, I started to notice, like, just how much he carries that fucking franchise. Like, even, I was like, fuck, man, like, this shit is largely carried on his shoulders. No wonder they're panicking. But yeah, I love, like, even at the end where they're like, they don't want him to, like, expose that he's Iron Man, and he just can't fucking help himself. You know what I mean? Like, he's so, like, he reminds me of my buddy Shane. He was like, God, this guy is an asshole. And, like, there's no reason on this fucking planet why I should ever fuck with a person like this. But isn't he fucking delightful,
So then we get to the switch the actor, Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
The better.
Don Cheadle, one of the goats.
Yeah, the better.
Yeah, one of the goats.
And I always thought it was kind of weird in Iron Man 1. Like, why is an army officer giving press releases for... But I guess they were just trying to... Was that in the comics?
I don't really know.
So, like...
I mean, he was definitely in the military in the comics, but I don't know about him doing press releases.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just like how are we going to make them, like, close enough and working together all the time? But, like, I'm willing to let that kind of stuff slide to make a movie kind of succinct and get straight to it.
Yeah, and like that... There's a lot like that one sort of carries through, right? Where you start to see, like, it's like, there's threads that tie back to, like, his father, Tony's father, and the technology stuff that was going on there. And then, but it's also paying it forward with, now that this shit works and people around the world are seeing that, now they're re-inspired to get their shit to work. And, like, I dig that. Like, it's those first 10 years, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but those first 10 years compared to what it has become, as you'll see, is against my recommendations, is so thoughtful. Like, that's even the movies that are bad, like Iron Man 3, which you're heading towards soon. There is thought in how it plays into the bigger picture.
Yeah,
Is the second one, is that the guy with the whip?
Whiplash.
It is Whiplash. Yeah, with the electric. Yeah, that was quite good, actually. I do remember that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And there's another thing, like, a lot of the, like, Easter egg stuff, like, for comic book fans, like, for, I think, non-comic book fans, like, seeing him get the Iron Man briefcase and, like, open it up and step into it, and, like, they're like, oh, that's cool. And then they got it in a suitcase now. And, like, for Iron Man fans, it's like, they did the fucking suitcase, because it's like a thing. And even in Iron Man 1, like, the amount of, like, nods, like, they got a Ghostface Killer, like, is, like, playing who's Iron Man, in Wu-Tang. And then they like, when his watch or his phone rings, it's like the theme song to the Iron Man cartoon that's playing. And it's like just so many little, like, tips of the hat and, like, love letter to, like, the history of that character.
Yeah. So after Iron Man 2, which I thought was good, we had the Hulk.
With Ed Norton?
That one kind of lost me a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah.
And that's a Universal film that they kind of shoehorned into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But
yeah, and I can't really put my finger on why it lost me. I think a bunch of it was too much. I don't want to say too much of the backstory, because there wasn't really a ton of backstory on Bruce, right? But more like maybe too much in, like, the how I'm dealing with this thing right now. and like, I get it. Like, it is important for the overall storyline that you see that he's conflicted and like this rage monster,
enormous greed rage monster,
is like not something he's proud of.
No,
right?
Horrified by it,
and that he can't control it.
Correct.
And he's worried about the people he cares about.
Correct.
So that's important. I don't know if we need to spend 48 minutes on it.
Yeah, that's fair. I love the. I think part of that is just because CGI was super expensive at that point.
Yeah, so they were like, "Hey man, it's fucking 50 grand."
Wait, he's turning into the Hulk at what point in the movie? And how long is this fucking thing? But like, what I did love about it from a comic book perspective is like the heart monitor and everything else. Like, keeping a constant eye on it, practicing yoga and meditation,
and then like him hooking up with what's her name, and he's like, "I can't get too excited."
Yeah,
she's like, "Not even a little bit."
Yeah, like I think that's fucking cool. You know.
So
and I love Edward Norton as Banner. Like I don't dislike Ruffalo as Banner, but I love Norton as Banner.
I think Norton's just a better actor.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You know, and so yeah, I don't want anybody to think that I dislike the Hulk. I just think that there was probably 20-ish minutes of, you know, that we could have done without. And then Thor. And Thor I struggled with. And like this is going to sound so weird all put together, right?
Yeah.
Because Thor, I'm like, what's that? What's happening here? Who are they? What the fuck is? And it's like no explanation.
So I think that
other than like just an offhand comment of like, oh, we got to be careful. I don't even know what they're fucking called still.
Which ones?
The ones that they're fighting in the beginning of Thor.
The Frost Giants.
Frost Giants.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just like an aside almost like got to be careful the Frost Giants out there. So what else is going on? Like, oh yeah, your brother is.
So the reason why you need like watching this again, I haven't watched all these movies in some time, but watching these again, I was like, oh shit, I was like, they needed to do Thor because for one, you need to get him in the Avengers, right? Of course, but for two, he is the one. That's
the bridge to all the other worlds.
Correct.
Yeah.
That this is bigger than Earth.
Which I get.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I think that like the Asgard and the Asgardians and their impact on the universe ends up having bigger ramifications as it moves on.
Which is why like I pushed through it. That's one where
what I find exhausting in seeing it again is like, oh God, like, okay, man, you're not from here. I get it. It's like, hey, what is this? A table? Oh, what a weird space to eat at a table.
All I remember from that film that I really liked was, you know, when they like knock him out, didn't they? And he's in that thing and he's like, get your hands off the son of Odin. And it's just like the idea of him sitting there like, who the fuck do you think you're touching? It's just funny. That's all I remember from that film.
Oh, he's in the hospital.
Yeah. He wakes up. He's just like, "Who are you touching? Get your hands off me!"
Of the son of Odin.
So there's a lot of weird things. So at the end of the movie, when he and of course I don't know what it's called. So if I call it something wrong,
right. Forgive him.
Forgive me.
Grace.
When he's destroying the Rainbow Bridge. Is that what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's in Mario, but
it's also in Thor. Two things can be true.
You see Mario drive past.
So he tells her.
What does he do when he do? Hello. What does he do?
I'm like, Yahoo!
Yahoo! Hello.
Hello, it's me.
All right. Oh, okay.
So when he tells her he's coming back, right? And they got that passionate kiss.
Yes.
Right.
Passionate kisses.
And he tells her he's coming back, and then he goes and he has to destroy the Rainbow Bridge. And the portal that is visible on Earth disappears. She spends about 8 seconds. She's like, "Oh, it's gone. You want to go to Wendy's?"
Yeah, well, he said he'd be back. You know, what are you going to do?
He's just like, get in the van and fuck off.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Run time.
Like, we couldn't even, like, be like, what happened? Does that mean he's not coming back? I don't know. Like, we'll have to find this out in part 2.
Yeah.
But just, like, it's kind of like, okay.
They'll discuss it over a Wendy's. It's fine. It's fine.
So they fuck off. And
how perfect is fucking Loki, though?
Yeah, he's...
So I like him more
after
Avengers than I did in
that one. And I so to be fair, I'm seeing this all in the lens of hindsight. I fall in love with him in Dark World. In Dark World, I get him. I understand exactly where he's coming from. I'm sympathetic. He becomes a sympathetic character to me.
He's good. That's Tom. Is it Tom Hiddleston? His name.
Yeah,
he's a good actor though.
Yeah, and a pointy chin. You need a Loki with a pointy chin. It's like a Joker. You need a Joker with a pointy chin.
Without the pointy chin, the fucking horns would be all weird.
Yeah, you need a triangle shape. Yeah. It's important.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah. A round face Loki.
Yeah.
Triangle face, man. Clearly.
Which film is it? That bit with Hulk with him, where he's like
Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Puny God.
Yeah, that's it.
It's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So then we go into Avengers, which was fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's still good. Like even watching it, I was like, damn, like this still holds
But if you
up.
noticed, like the phone was away.
Yeah. Like I love like even speaking of that when they finally kind of assemble and they give you that moment to circle the camera in a big moment, which it deserves, right? Like they're all together in a circle. The camera moves around them as they're all like looking around, and Rogers becomes the strategic leader, right? So Tony's like the brain of everything, but when it's like boots on the ground, it's fucking Rogers, which I fucking also love. And he's like, you do this and you do that, and then he's like, and Hulk, smash. It's like another tip of the hat back to like the, it's great.
I got that reference.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
and he's like super proud of himself for it. It was also like seeing that shit that has become a meme where they're like, how I feel, and my parents start explaining such and such when Tony's like rolling his eyes. Like I was like, oh fuck, like I forgot it was in this movie that takes place in.
So the only thing about Avengers that I didn't like was
it's not beyond criticism for sure.
No, this is just like
I'm just saying to the listeners, those movies are beloved, and I think that there are some that are, we can criticize it, but let's admit we're standing in front of greatness as we criticize it. This one I think is not beyond criticism. It's good. It's a good fucking movie, but it's not beyond criticism.
Well, so this is from and I have zero knowledge of the comics. Right? Mm-hmm. So, but from just a story perspective, like how fucking dumb the whole Nick Fury, like we're gonna put the Hulk on the flying aircraft carrier, and he's like the one thing that can destroy it, and then like I don't care what it takes, get the communication systems back up. Like the people that were working to fix it were like, well, I could do it, but I'm gonna have to do whatever it takes, and I need authorization to fix that. Like just they're super. We don't have to make the normal people incompetent.
Right.
Like they're flying around, Thor's spinning his hammer to do whatever he does with it. Flies sometimes, other times he creates whatever.
Yeah.
They're super. We can make normal people just normal. They don't have to be stupid.
And talented.
Right.
Yeah.
That was my only thing was
my issue with it, watching it, and every time I watch it, it's kind of like
the board or not the board, the council.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're supposed to be in charge, yet they're fucking
right. Yeah, like they don't. I don't even know if they go into a deep dive on them ever. Now that I'm thinking about it, and they might. I just can't remember. But like, anytime we do stuff like this, like through the DC movies that we did, or even some of the new Star Wars movies, and then it's even happens with like music, like specifically my music, like. On Patreon, I have a show that's like it's the only thing I have on Patreon that's like a private sale. They get to buy it separate, and it's a 6-hour podcast that goes through the entire history of all the music that we did in the story of the highs and lows, trouble, success, failures, etc. And anytime that I get a new purchase of it, which is at this point rare, it's been up for years. I always go back and try to listen to it again and like listen to it through the ears of somebody that has no idea of it. And so when I watch these movies with you, I'm always trying to put myself like, what does this movie feel like not knowing anything about this? And the thing that stood out to me was like, one thing I don't feel like makes a whole lot of sense watching it without all of the knowledge of everything is like how did Loki get hooked up with the Chitauri?
Yeah.
And then what's his connection to Thanos? Why is this happening with this army? Why is Thanos aware of it? Like, I don't feel like that's ever really given any decent explanation.
So far, not.
Yeah.
You know, like I can get the whole idea of the that Thanos now knows about Earth because of the
Tesseract. Yep.
Like it got activated somehow because they were fucking with it.
Yep. And he's like,
What's that?
Yeah.
It's like but like, who is he?
Yeah. And that comes later.
Yeah.
But like,
That's a big leap.
How did Loki get hooked up with him? Like, I can't even remember that now. Like, I'm like, why? How did he get linked up with this army?
Right.
You know,
why is
if he had this army, why didn't he try to get them involved in his exploits in Thor? You know, there's a lot of questions that in my opinion aren't fully answerable. I mean, I'm sure somebody has an explanation. Well, I'll read through a 18 paragraph dissertation on it, but
your DMs are about to ping.
So
next week's show, my phone's on the side.
You know, as somebody that doesn't know anything about it, like I have to give a lot of faith that like
it's going to pan out.
It's going to pan out.
A lot of it does.
But like, I don't know if I have a ton of buy-in as a non-comic book reader. So and I guess that's the hard part, right? Of making something that is
make me care.
Yeah, like for an audience that 100% cares,
right?
But then also getting somebody who's just like, I wanted to go see the movie. I wanted to go to the theater on a Tuesday, and what's playing? Oh, sure.
Right. I think that like they don't do a great job in these movies. Watching them once again with like making them connect to humanity in a way. Like it's very much like it's very much trying to make the superheroes human in a way, like relatable. But seeing them always through the eyes of a superhero. Whereas like I think that when we watch the DC stuff and like you start with Man of Steel, all that connective tissue that they spend a lot of time doing, but I think ends up being worth it between him and his mom, him and his dad, his, you know, sacrificing his dad to not expose himself. Like all of these like very human things that like, because they did it in a flashback way, you know, like are throughout the entire movie. I mean, even like, you know, him trying to be a fisherman, you know, him trying not to kind of commit to this superhero lifestyle, you know, like it makes you invest in him, so to speak, in an emotional way. And
then when he gets to being a superhero,
you're already there. You're already bought in, you know, and I don't think that Marvel does as good of a job in that regard.
Yeah. I don't know if they're like leaning too much on, hey, these are our fans coming out here. They know stuff, so don't spend a lot of time.
Yeah, or just on the fucking... And I don't think they do a bad job either. I just don't think they do as good of a job. But like, I think it's almost like the sensationalism. Like they rely on that a lot, where it's like, you don't really need to care what the T-Rex's feelings are in Jurassic Park. It's just fun to see the T-Rex.
Right.
You know? And they give more than that, obviously. But yeah.
So, I mean, like, I'm in to watch the other 28. 28 movies later, maybe I'll make my own.
Little things though, like the Avengers Tower, like in the comics, has like that big A on it, and it was Stark Tower. But after this, now the only thing that's left is the A, and it's like, and I remember even watching that, you know, and I know all that shit, you know, in the comics it didn't start as Stark Tower, I don't think, or anything like that. But like, I'm looking at it and I never put it together, you know. And then like when the A was left, I was like, oh, fucking, of course, yes. You know, I may have even said, oh, it looks a lot like Avengers Tower. I guess he just models one after the one he's already got, you know. Like, I love the little stuff, like even the Hulk. That's another issue I have actually watching it with you. I was like, big, enormous green rage monster that you have no control of until you do.
Yeah.
Until you have instant control over all facets with no explanation as to why.
Yeah, so...
You're on the fucking aircraft carrier, no control.
Going after everybody.
Now you're on the ground. You're my friend, that's my enemy.
I'll smash. Okay.
What's my directions? Can you give me some directions? Right. I'd like to follow them. You know?
And then the only kind of flashback to uncontrollable is when he punches Thor.
But I think even that, that was controlled. I think that was that was just him remembering their previous fight.
Right.
Like it was like, oh yeah, and also fuck you for that, you know? And
Yeah. But that's the only after it's like, oh yeah, go do this. Got it, boss.
got it. I'm gonna Hulk on it.
So yeah,
That was a strange thing to watch, like with no real explanation as to why.
if they would have been like dropping hints that he's, you know, more and more in control of it, and
even if like I know it sounds corny, but I'm okay with corny, especially in the Marvel universe, if it has some heart behind it. Even when the Hulk fell to Earth, you know, from the to ground, you know, and then he's confronted by the guy that I think played Banner in the old Hulk show. That's a security guard now, and he's like, "Are you an alien? Are you from here?" Like he doesn't quite. And he's like, "I saw a big fucking enormous green rage monster hit, and now I just see you, and something's fishy." Even if he was like, "No, it was not what you thought," or whatever. Even if he was the one that was like, you know, everybody has a terrible side to themselves, but it's
all about
still
control.
it's still you in there. Even if it was something corny like that, but it was like, okay, I buy this.
and then spend 5 minutes of him like trying to.
Yeah, just like maybe even if he just looked down at his hand and made it green and then turned it back,
Yeah,
something subtle, I'd have been like, oh shit, like he's got
now
it.
he's starting to get under.
But he just
control.
instantly has it. That's my secret, Cap.
Somehow.
I'm always angry, which is a hard line.
That is.
But that, and then I love that puny god.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
You know, because it is like it's bigger than that, right? Like it's kind of like the the brawn versus brain, you know, thing really boiled down to its nuts and bolts. You know, it's hard. So what's next? Dark World.
Yeah, Thor.
How many more until Age of Ultron?
Okay, so the list is going to be Thor, Dark World,
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man 3, Captain America, Winter Soldier,
That's a good one,
Yeah, it's a
buddy.
good one.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and Avengers: Age of.
Okay.
Ultron. There you
Okay. Not a bad stretch. But that Iron Man 3 is the only one you're gonna have to muscle through
So I think the next, well, depending on when we record next.
next week.
Yeah, but like, if there's
If there's a next week.
no, like, I'm thinking like if there's like a fuck ton of work that has to be caught up because like if I lose
Snow
one
and shit.
day,
Yeah,
You know.
it's going to get logistically challenging here for a minute.
and I'm not saying I won't record next week. I'm just saying that I don't know
What you
how-
can get done.
Yeah, how much further? Because like my original goal was to get to certain points in the story before we talked about it again. Because like I didn't want to do an entire like.
But it's fine. Whatever you, I can go heavy or light, so to speak. So like whatever you get done, I can take a deep dive into. Like, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts specifically on Dark World and Iron Man 3, because the thing that makes me hate Iron Man 3 may not affect you at all.
Okay.
You know, and Dark World, I think, is actually one of those movies that like feels almost more like a DC movie to me, where it's like, man, there's real heart and soul in this shit, you know, like, but it's not liked by general audiences. Like people are like, oh god, worst Marvel movie, Dark World. I'm like, what fucking planet? Like Joey loves it, but like Joey likes a lot of the Marvel stuff, but I rarely bump into a Marvel movie fan that really likes Dark World, and I think it's like one of the best ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. My goal would be to get through Guardians of the Galaxy,
Okay.
but we'll see.
Yeah, I've been enjoying watching them. It's actually like, as I've been watching them, I've been like, man, I kind of want to read some of these again. Like, you know, it just inspires me to like get back into it. Just like a reminder of like, you love this stuff, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know,
It's top 5.
yeah, top 5. But I think that like sometimes you can get, you know, something kind of like you're like taking a licking and keep on ticking. You know, like you love a girl and she just disappoints you like 10 times in a row, you know, and she's acting like she's got no chance of improving her behavior, you know, and it's just like, man, do I love this girl for real, you know? And then like, but you look through the photo albums and you see the good old days and you're like, man, there she is.
I'd answer that no.
But yeah, I enjoyed watching the bits and pieces that I got to watch with you. You know, especially, you know, the higher point ones, like I could take or leave Thor, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's quite funny that the one that you think seems like a DC film is called Dark World. Like DC's all that is like their thing. It's a darker world, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And ironically, because people I don't view it that way, because like Superman You know what I mean? They think about blue and red and those primary colors like screaming in your face, but it's like it is a darker place, you know? Oh, good talk. Okay, so let me see. Okay, ads on Podbean. I got that. Okay. Let me talk about this. So we watched Paid in Full, talked about that. Watched some of the Marvel movies, talked about that. So Paid in Full, the one thing I didn't talk about was we're trying to get this fucking DVD to work. And I'm like, man, I might have this on Blu-ray. So I open up the cabinet where the Blu-rays are kept. And there, before my eyes, are 2 bags of nacho cheese Doritos and 2 cookie bars that are of substantial size.
What happens when you put them in a Blu-ray player?
Well, the film didn't work after he did that.
So it's Jaina, and subsequently,
For sure?
I found out Leia as well, and it's the 2 of them, and they've kept Selena out of it.
Oh,
Which is another interesting side of this that I'll dig into.
Like an origin story.
So I confiscated them and I have re-hid them, and I didn't say a word about it. You know, I just want to let them eat each other. So yesterday, it all starts off with Leia basically accusing Selena, but in a public space, so she can't completely rat him out. She can't talk about it too much, but she's like, yes, something's missing in the basement. And like, I fuck Selena, you know, like, you know anything about something missing in the basement? You know, and Selena's completely befuddled because she has no fucking idea.
Bobby's like, my toys.
Well, and everybody else is like, oh, Selena's probably lying about this bullshit. You know?
She gets a bad rap.
I know she's your favorite. So like, so then the next thing I get a phone call from Jaina. She's hysterically laughing, but I thought she was hysterically crying, and I was halfway out the door at work, getting ready to whatever was happening. I was on my way, but she's like, "Did you move the stuff in the basement?" I was like, "Move what stuff?" You know, and she's like, "All the stuff in the basement." I was like, "I don't know about the stuff in the basement, but
there's a lot of stuff in the basement, Jaina.
Yeah, but you're okay." You know, and I got to kind of rely on you're okay. Then kind of digging into what, so like they still don't know exactly what has happened to these missing snacks, but the snacks are indeed missing.
So has Laura said anything to you about, like, did they ask her?
Oh yeah. I have no idea. And then so Selena,
are they willing to tell her what it is that's missing?
So I don't know because I haven't got to talk to Laura really yet.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there's like a test.
So Selena's getting all these allegations brought against her, right? So in typical Selena fashion, to prove her honesty, she is dishonest, steals my wife's phone, sneaks into a place, knows her password, gets into my wife's phone, looks through text messages between her and I. And in the text messages, she sees that I have sent her pictures of the grocery store. So she's like, Daddy and Mommy are in on it, and like showing the other kids pictures of the grocery store. But I took those pictures
about the
snowstorm. So I had that to fall back. I was like, no, let's just look and read them in context. It's about the snowstorm. So they're like, what the fuck is going on?
It's not cookies and chips.
Exactly.
We're talking about milk and bread.
Exactly. You know, so like Selena thought she had proved her innocence. But interestingly enough, my wife, who is very smart girl, but not always the most clever girl, unlike the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park, was very clever yesterday. And to give me the information regarding what was going on here at the house with them accusing Selena and whatnot, she DM'd me on Instagram instead of texting me. Because in her head, she's like, there's a chance Selena might steal my phone.
What's the chance she'll go through all the messaging?
Yeah, or even know. Or like she doesn't have Instagram. She doesn't, she doesn't know her way around that shit.
Laura just change her password on her phone so she couldn't get in it?
So because
too clever.
Well, first of all, Laura would only pick between, like, let's say 1 of 5 passwords.
Okay.
And the kids would just run through those 5 until they're Selena specifically.
They're all
Yeah. So that's where we are with that. Let me see if I have anything else in here.
So can I suggest something?
Yes.
What if you bought other snacks and put them in the same hiding?
Yeah, that's what I said. Put
so
a carrot bag.
Yeah, like a carrot bag.
No. If you go healthy snacks, they're gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you put other ones down there just to throw.
Here, what does she hate?
Like, what?
Like, so they had like nacho cheese Doritos. Put like a Cooler Ranch one. In there.
Or I'll get some that they don't like hot chili. You know,
Like, who the fuck put that in there?
Oatmeal raisin cookies. They'll be like,
It'd be funny if they ate.
Is there something that Selena likes that
Takis.
just to like flip their whole world upside down?
Yeah, that would be funny. Lastly, I had an idea for a Home Alone sequel. Okay. So we do Home Alone.
How old's the Alone?
So it's Macaulay Culkin now.
Oh, fuck.
But he's he's
disheveled looking and all.
He's disheveled.
So
He's a
homeless Alone.
but he's also a mad internet conspiracy theorist, and he's armed to the teeth. And these people are trying to break into his home, and it's just a bloodbath.
Can you make him not a home? His like homeless camp.
It's like mobile, like it's like a RV that's abandoned in the woods.
It's a homeless camp.
It'd be like Rorschach, you know. He's like, you're not trapped in here.
A lot of the burglars are just trying to get to it, but there's like booby traps in the yard that like actually kill you. Like, yeah, I thought that would be fun.
Instead of the Christmas decorations on the floor, it's actually trip mines and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
or like broken liquor bottles. They're cutting themselves on.
I think the first thing they should do, like what is it, 100 years when the Mickey Mouse the original Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse went into public domain.
The racist one?
Probably. But the moment that Kevin Wachowski or whatever the fuck his name is goes into public domain, that's the fucking one they should do.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be great only if actual Macaulay Culkin would play it.
Yeah, I know. They had to do it now and just release it in like 80 years.
It's gonna pay off great.
We've been sitting on this for so long.
Look, you're going to be dead and gone, but the legacy of this work, it's going to be complete. This is the end of, what is his last name?
McAllister.
This is the end of the McAllister saga.
I want him to go into his dad because you know the theory is that his dad's like a drug dealer because they've got all these things. There's like no sign of what he does for work. They've just got this fucking huge house. I would love to know that.
Yeah, that's not bad either. Okay, so notes.
Hey, how would you ask?
Oh,
no. It's notes.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you had me though.
I know.
All right. So they're pretty good.
Is this Phil?
Yeah, Phil. Actually, Phil and I working in concert this week because I added the last two, but Phil may have added them also because they just came yesterday, so to speak. Masters of the Universe trailer.
Yeah.
Thoughts, comments, courtesies, concerns.
I think it looks pretty cool, but I also have no like
connectivity.
Yeah, so I just think it looks pretty cool. I know about it. But,
Speaking of notes, did you send any notes?
I did.
I don't see them.
Oh fuck! I hope I sent them to the right.
I mean, you sent them to me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I sent them.
To where? The chat?
Nerd Rage chat. You haven't seen them yet.
Oh, there they are.
You've seen them now. So, do you want to watch this real quick? Because this is one we want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do good, bad, and ugly. Okay, so let me tell you what I think I'll go first, what the good is.
Yeah, why don't you go first?
I think a lot of, with the exception of, I'm guessing Roboto, I think his name was, which is like the robot. I think a lot of the character designs, barring one, which I'll get to in my ugly.
A little on the nose.
Yeah, well, as are most of those, to be fair. Skeletor. But like, I think a lot of the character designs look spot on. Like Evil Lyn looks great. Skeletor looks great. He-Man looks great. Man-at-Arms looks great. Fisto, so to speak, looks great. They even show Spike-Or. He's covered in, guess what?
Spikes.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the spiky head?
Yep.
Yeah, you see that.
He looks great. Arguably not purple enough, but I'll take it.
Well, purple doesn't exist.
That's true. I forgot. Mechaneck is actually seen in there for a bit, and so is Ram Man. They look great. Like I think that like Grayskull looks great. Eternia looks great. The Sorceress looks great. Like I think that like they have done an excellent job with translating 99% of the character designs. I love that.
And the fact they have that many characters is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
They often skip that shit, and they just do like Optimus.
Beastman looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beast.
You nailed it, dude. It's like you grew up with this shit. Like,
I know, right?
Guess what gender he is?
Well, it's hard to tell now.
you don't have to put it's right there in his name. You don't even have to write it. You know,
Imagine if
beast, he, him,
He-Man. She-Man.
he, him, man. But yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Like that element of it. Anybody else got any hot takes?
on the look.
Well, just on things you thought looked good, things you thought were good about the trailer. I like the music too, but I don't know if that's going to be music from the movie or just trailer music.
Yeah. I think it looked cool. I think the clip one we saw the other day where you was worried about him. Oh, right, you don't.
That's still coming.
Okay, yeah. But I think the way they've explained it there, it's not entire. It's like he's come from the world, then come back to the world. At least that kind of gives it something that's a bit better than the original thing.
I agree.
But yeah, I think it looks great. I'm going to watch it. Like, I'm actually quite excited to see that. It looks like a fun film. Like,
it's probably the movie I'm most excited about this year so far. Just from from a geek perspective.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that fucking Troy movie or Odyssey or whatever it is.
I'm worried about that one.
Yeah, I got a good feeling. But anyway, back on this one.
I'm excited for it because He-Man for me, because when I was born, like Transformers that brought all of us together, it's before me as well. But I loved that as a kid because I had the toys. But He-Man was one of them things, you want to like something more, but I'm not going to go back and watch that cartoon. I don't think it's going to hit that well.
No, it's awful.
So something like this might actually get me sort of.
But the 2000s one is great.
Yeah.
That 2000s cartoon, it's fucking awesome.
I'm similar. I missed both the original and then too old for the
2000s.
Yeah, so I'm quite excited for it just in that respect to have maybe some sort of, if it could be trash, but it looks like it could be fun and maybe it's a reason for me to start.
It's I will say this, it's the best translation of 80s cartoon to live action just visually that I've seen since the original Turtles.
Yeah, because it's not like Bay with G, like ruining it. Nothing
or
like
the G.I. Joe shit or whatever. Like this looks like fucking He-Man.
Yeah, they've actually done it, which is nice.
Bad. Let me say what my bad is. It's one thing. I don't understand, and I'm sure they have an explanation for it, but they've obviously removed Prince Adam from Eternia and put him on Earth to hide him from I imagine, the evil forces of Skeletor. And you need to take this? All right, well, I'm going to hold off on this point then.
Sorry about that.
No worries. So
that's obnoxious.
My issue with this is... So obviously they had to take Prince Adam from Eternia to keep him safe, probably from Skeletor. So he's grown up in America, and then they're going to have to get him back to Eternia, right? So my issue with this is the amount of time that they're going to have to dedicate to explaining who he is on Earth, he's a regular guy, he's working at Staples, he gets annoyed by the FedEx delivery man, and all this. And then they got to rip him out and put him in Eternia. And then we had this is a table. This is where you eat at a table situation. And like the amount of time it's going to take to explain all that shit just to get him to fucking hold the sword up and say the fucking words.
Yeah, and like, will he pay his taxes before he leaves?
Right. It's like, why? I mean, maybe it's explainable, but like,
and there's a ton of characters that have to be introduced.
Yeah, but why not just hide the motherfucker in Eternia somewhere, and then you can still you don't have to deal with like the Staples job and the.
But that's the whole thing about.
I hate it.
Relating back to.
But you don't need it.
I know, but that's what they think they need.
It'd be like what Frodo has to like fucking work at fucking Starbucks and then get back to fucking Mordor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just be like, God, it was never. And I used to complain about the lattes. Like I hate that shit.
You know the difference between a grande and a venti is just the amount of ice.
So that's my bad that I see so far. And then my ugly is coming. Any bad that you picked up from the trailer?
No, not anything different. Like, probably just like you say, that story, like you say, probably gonna feel unnecessary. Like, I don't know why it can't just be in that universe and leave it there and just.
Me neither.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know it deep enough to really pick anything that bad out of it. I think everything CGI looks good and costume.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that I saw that. Like, I hope that it's just for the trailer, but it's like more of that, like, and I get it that for people that love the characters, that it's a payoff for them, but for people that aren't in love with the characters.
Uh-huh.
Like the whole crew walking down the hallway, cinematic shot. Where it's, to me, immediately I was like, all CGI.
Right.
And that sometimes is enough to kind of
take you out of it,
bring me out of that world.
Yeah, and like you were getting ready to say, or like you started saying, like these days, I mean, they're turning in the finished CGI like a week before the shit hits theaters, But I agree. Sometimes if it's too much, it can appear weightless and yeah.
One thing actually, I don't know, is necessarily bad, but like I don't understand why they've got Jared Leto playing Skeletor when you don't ever see his face, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't. So like, and I'm not in the Jared. I hate Jared.
I know, me neither, but I don't understand because it's a name. Why do you need a name actor for that role?
Yeah, you don't.
You're not going to see his face.
You don't. But maybe he does a good job.
Maybe he's got a good laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, He-Man.
I hope he sounds like
he has the worst villain voice of all time. Especially if you think about like things like you had like Vader with like, no, I am, and the Emperor that and Megatron with the Prime, and then Skeletor. Yeah, He-Man. I would like to talk to you.
It sounds like a character that should have been in Mario.
Hello. Hello. Hello, I'm Skeletor. Hello, He-Man.
It's a pretty good impression.
So, were they trying to do it like, how would a skeleton talk?
I think so, like a creepy skeleton. You know what I mean?
How should a skeleton sound?
Yeah, well, like this.
Well, they done a perfect job. Or like a gangster. Perfect job.
Yeah, see, He-Man.
So Jim Carrey should have played him. Jim Carrey as Skeletor.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So anyway, that's my bad. Now let me get to my ugly. And I'm trying. Let me say this. I don't view this choice as a political one. I think it's a sociological one, but it irritates me nonetheless. He-Man, right? Did you see what he was wearing as He-Man?
His normal clothes.
His normal clothes. The little normal He-Man clothes. The little bushy breeches.
Yeah.
The little boots. All chest exposed. Abdomen exposed. All thighs, knees, all that exposed. He-Man, right? In the traditional garb. Not Tila, though.
No.
Full pants. And I like my Tila pantless.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
And it's like, and I just can't help but, and like I'm worried about Eva Lynn, who's like my childhood crush. Are they gonna throw pants on this broad now? Like I like her with the little skirt.
That's when we started going down, when women started wearing pants.
She's gonna have a pair of Uggs on.
Well, they call it kind of our Ugg-ish in a way. But like they're like Uggs with a heel. But like I think that it's obviously like you can't sexualize a woman. I think, but in like, even though sometimes I think there's a lot of strength in female sexuality.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's crazy that that's a thing now, in my opinion, when like something like OnlyFans is so strong right now. It's like,
it's
literally
like,
the time where women are
sex workers, but put Teal in a fucking pair of pants, why don't you?
Yeah, it's like,
it's conflicting messages that I'm receiving.
Also, they're not from this world, so why does it matter what it likes?
No, that's a whole nother thing. But like, I think that like, it's, and if He-Man was wearing pants, I'd have less of an issue.
Well, and to be fair, they could, through the movie, show
more leg.
No, like it could be a progression of, like he shows up what he was wearing when he left, and then it's like, oh well, it's, like the shirt gets ripped and that's why it comes off, and the pants get ripped and that's why they turn into shorts. Mm-hmm. And she just hasn't gone through whatever thing that gets her to the way she looks from.
Yeah, but then he'd be wearing them little bushy drawers underneath them pants.
Who knows? Maybe that's the bad in New York.
Or what if it was all pubes?
That's what a man is. Unkempt bush.
He just looks right at the camera. It's in the name.
Only women shave down there.
But yeah, that's my ugly. The Darth Maul trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks good. Let me say I think it looks good. I think everything about it looks good. It doesn't grab me.
No.
But I think it looks good. I will watch it. Let me tell you what I think is missing here. From the looks of it, this looks to just be a Darth Maul adventure. I think the key here would have been the origin story. Like having him fall to the dark side, seeing him go through the process of becoming a Sith apprentice, like that would have been the nut here. You know, and now it's just Darth Maul having a day or two.
Well, do we know that's 100% not going to be in it then?
No, I'm just looking at the trailer and making an assumption based off the trailer. You know, and I'll have somebody comment back on this in 6 months saying, wrong.
Wrong.
God, idiot.
Yeah. You even watch the show?
I agree, because it's to me it's like we kind of closed the Darth Maul chapter, right?
A few times.
So
you haven't even seen all the times that we've closed it.
Yeah, but a Darth Maul story is a story of two halves.
That's good.
So like, why go back and reopen it again to
without making it mean something significant
to the grander story of it?
Agreed. So like that was my thing with a lot of the EU books, like that people love, and I love a fair amount of them too. But like
the European Union,
yes, it was hard to get a hold of them. I'll tell you what.
But tariffs,
yeah. But is that you would have like so this like there's a big arcing story that like if it was a story told in the middle of 4, 5, and 6, right? So the story of 4, 5, and 6 is farm boy Luke fulfilling, like stepping into manifest destiny, becoming a Jedi, confronting his family, learning about his history, turning his father back to the good side, and saving the universe, right?
No spoiler alert at all.
Yeah, in a nutshell. So they would have these stories that would come out like between episode 4 and 5, right? That were just in novel form, but you couldn't really change anything, right? Because the main stories, that's it.
Yeah, that's to stay.
So what happens is, in this story, Luke confronts a problem. Luke learns how to overcome the problem. Luke overcomes the problem, and nothing about anything changes other than he had this one little day adventure that now we have a whole fucking 350-page book written about.
Because you have to account for the knowledge that he would have gained.
Correct.
In a future story that's already come out.
Correct. And that's what I worry about with this Maul thing, is that it won't change the price of tea in China.
Right, because it's going to be a self-contained story.
Right.
Unless it sheds light on something that we don't know.
Correct. Or an origin story.
Right.
You know, how, like, because originally, and I think they fixed some of that in Clone Wars, where I think like the things on him are birthmarks now. I get that impression anyway. But I think originally the idea was that his whole body is a dedication to the Sith. Like his skin tone is like a human-esque skin tone. Like, I don't know. Let me try to think of maybe Greek, you know, like somewhere in that pocket. And but he's covered head to toe in a tattoo that is a Sith symbol.
Right.
You know, and it's like this just ultimate fucking like
pure buy-in.
Yeah. Yes. Disciple. Right. And
everything. No one knows.
All of it.
But we don't know.
It's true. All of it.
He's like, wait, do I have to tattoo that? Do it.
Do it. Hold it. Hold it out, because I don't want to touch it.
Stretch it.
I'm straight.
I'll tell you what.
I'm going to tattoo it, but you need to hold it. No, I don't. Too close. Too close. Do you bathe?
I tell you what, as a tattoo artist, if that is a tattoo, it's super nice saturation of red and black, because it's not easy to do. Can you imagine if he was tattooing it and you have to turn the power up and he's like, unlimited power, as he's tattooing it. He's like, no.
Or maybe he really likes it.
Yeah, maybe.
So like, but you know, if you got to see this like young like acolyte, you know, join this thing and then truly dedicate himself to it, and
the progression of
that would be fucking cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
you know,
because as a kid as well, like I grew up, obviously my era was the prequels. So like Maul, to me, when he turned up, I was like, holy shit, like, this guy's cool. Like everyone did, I think. He was like, he's cool as hell.
Yeah.
I like, so I do love Star Wars. I'm not as deep into it as you. I don't know all the stories and I haven't read all the stuff. But like Maul, always to me, I've like always wondered where he's because he has obviously his brother in that, doesn't he? Which is in
Sauvage Opress.
Sauvage Opress, yeah. Nice.
It's right here on the nose.
On the very tip.
But yeah, like, and that was cool. But I would love
his original name was Nice Polite, but it didn't read well.
Good.
So the next one is The Mummy.
Oh yeah, it doesn't really show much. I think.
Yeah, and like, so let me tell you what caught my attention about this is it's titled like so and so's mummy, and I don't know what that means. Let me actually, you know what? Let me not be a lazy podcaster. Who is Lee Cronin? And then it'll be like Lee Cronin, the guy who originated the mummy. I'm like, oh shit, never mind. All right, Lee Cronin. Irish filmmaker. He's a director.
Yeah, he done loads of.
Oh, so it's like John Carpenter's Halloween or some shit.
Because he done loads of horror.
Oh, who gives a fuck then? Like, so here's my thing: is like, I didn't know if somebody had like the original writer or something like Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Like they've done these things, and I thought maybe this was going to be some true telling of it.
Oh no! Come on, man. He's 43.
He's
been around for a minute.
This is Michael Bay's Transformers.
And let's see what else he's done. Yeah, Michael Bay's Transformers. Yeah, Billy and Chuck. Through the Night, Minutes Past Midnight, Ghost Train, Evil Dead Burn, Hole in the Ground, Evil Dead Rise. I think it's a little presumptuous. Lee Cronin. You might remember me from my 3 other movies I've done. Maybe one of which you've seen. The Hole in the Ground. Isn't that fucking on point?
Maybe he's doing it in hope this blows up, because then when he's like 63 and doing films, Lee Cronin's a big name, isn't it?
Yeah, so now I really don't give a shit. And like, so here's my other issue.
So the AI overview says that he's a rapidly ascending Irish horror filmmaker. The 2 movies, The Hole in the Ground and The Evil Dead Rise, which grossed $147 million.
So like,
I get it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and then the other thing is like so I understand that there were, because this mummy seems to be female to me, which is fine.
Oh, mummy.
I can't wait for daddy.
Let me be daddy, mummy.
But like, and I know that there were female mummies.
Yeah, we just don't give a shit.
Well, it's this thing. It's because they weren't the fucking like mummies were generally like not always and never, right? But they were generally for the elite, right? And the elite in those days were kings, right? The kings of Egypt, you know. So like, you know, I don't know their fucking names, Kufi, Hatton, Tootin, and some shit like, you know, like
Tutankhamun.
Yeah, that's the one. Hatton, Tootin.
that sounds like someone from the south.
Like, oh, you get off my gold. I'm
Get off my
Get my little 10-gallon hat on.
You're gonna be cursed now,
you rascals.
You bumped into Rootin' Tootin' Mummy. Where are you running off to with me gold, varmint?
Yeah, there's my horse.
But it rides a camel now, obviously. You know,
obviously.
Yeah. Oh, Rootin' Tootin' Mummy.
Rides a camel.
You know, when in Rome.
Or
Old thirsty 2-hump over there.
Oh, Rootin' Tootin' Mummy. Anyway,
good. Looks good, this film.
Hey, by the way,
I want that film.
yeah, we're gonna start writing Rootin' Tootin'.
It's gonna be our name at the top.
Yeah, I'm changing the title of this episode. Rootin' Tootin' Mummy. Anyway, you know, and it just seems like, I don't know, dude. Like,
do you like the way they spell mummy?
Let me give you an example, because I don't want it to seem like it's a male female thing. Because like, all right, so it looks like in this mall show, the new protagonist is going to be a female again, like Ahsoka, right? And I'm okay. I don't give a shit because I don't know who the protagonist is supposed to be. I don't know what the story is.
It's a new story.
It's a new story.
It could be whoever.
Give it to me.
Bet more wins.
But if you're telling me like, all right, you're going to be haunted by some mummy is coming to town, and then like if it was like a chick, I'd be like, oh shit. But let's be honest. Like, due to the times, you are only a mummy because you married a guy who became a mummy,
or birthed
a guy who became a mummy.
Or maybe she's some lady we don't know about that's super strong.
You know, and like, so it's like, why would you, and maybe it all makes sense. And I don't really give a shit. I really don't care if it's a male or female, if they make it work. But it's like, I just feel like I like the kind of classic monster concept, you know, and I love Bram Stoker's Dracula and I love Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and like I just want movies that are done in this sense where you're like, no, this is the classic monster that you know, right? This is like, you know, we have like the Wolfman, the zombie, the creature from the Black Lagoon, right? These classic monsters. I want them to have a legacy, and I feel like this already doesn't look like it's going to be that.
Well, so the other point there is, it doesn't have to look like the classic.
No,
but it shouldn't be just to make a female version. Like, if it makes sense for the story,
right, and it may,
then that's fine.
Correct.
But if we're like, well, you know what, we've never done
a female mummy,
a female this, or a insert whatever.
Yeah.
Group.
You know what we haven't had yet? A Japanese mummy.
Right.
You know.
So let's get working on it.
I personally think it's quite nice to not make a male as the monster. They always make out men to be monsters. Well,
yeah,
it's time for the women to
your
be
turn to wear the shoes for a bit.
How's it feel?
And you know what? Like so,
yeah, maybe we should make a bear movie.
So here's another thing, right? Like, here's a classic monster that I think I'm down for. Mm-hmm. The witch.
Yeah.
Like, tell me the witch. You know, and I don't want a dude witch.
That would be
a warlock.
Yeah.
And we have had those movies already. And you know what? Not a huge fan.
We've got Hocus Pocus.
Not it though, is it?
It's not that scary.
No. You know, but like, give me like the classic witch story. Like, I don't know. I don't care, but it doesn't spark my interest either.
Is there actually like no films to do with a witch? You know, like where they get burnt. Is that one that's been burnt and then comes back and
so that one with Black Phillip, the goat.
Yeah.
You know, like that was a cool witch story, but it's not like the witch story. You know,
it would be quite cool to see.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Rootin' Tootin' Mummy. God, that's good. God, that's fucking good. There's been a lot of good concepts today. Rootin' Tootin' Mummy, Kevin, Matt McAllister, all grown up, armed to the teeth. Only subscription is to YouTube to watch conspiracy theorists from 18-year-old kids in their basement.
Is it not Rootin' Tootin' Khamun? Is that not the name?
Oh,
because his name is Tootin' Khamun. Rootin' Tootin' Khamun.
How do you spell that?
Oh, God knows. You'll have to search that one.
Oh, it's not English.
Yeah.
It's been adapted to English.
Oh, God. Whew. Okay, that's good stuff. All right, this next note, Death of Robin Hood. So let me start with this. I don't think this looks bad.
No.
However, I hope this is the Death of Robin Hood. Like, enough. I've had enough at this point. Like,
well, he's pretty old in it, by the looks of it.
You know, like,
maybe he just dies of old age.
I feel like, so I
he gets diabetes.
I could go for like a definitive Robin Hood, and I think there is another Robin Hood movie in the mix. And I could go for like a definitive, like, this is the truest version of this story done with the most talented people on the planet to tell it. This is the definitive Robin Hood. You don't need another one. Like, if you think about, like, I hate to bring it back up, we haven't really had a proper Dracula movie since Bram Stoker's Dracula, because it's kind of the definitive telling of that story. You know, like, and if you were going to do a Robin Hood and do it that way, I'm good. But if we're always going to do fucking, here's Robin Hood, fucking, here's the death of Robin Hood, here's Robin Hood in his teenage years, here's Robin Hood in space. Like, if we're going to go that, then I want this to be the death of Robin Hood. I want this to be it. Give me 20 years Robin Hood free after this.
I feel like this one looks like Robin Hood as you've never seen before. And hopefully never see again.
Yeah.
And Robin Hood with an OnlyFans account.
Yeah. And I don't think it looks
Down
bad.
on his luck. Nobody else left to steal from.
And who's playing him?
Oh, it's what's his fucking name? I don't know. I saw it on the thing.
What was he in?
I recognised him on the. I can't remember his name.
Oh, it's fucking Wolverine.
That's it. Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Huge Jackman.
Yeah, and he's good at that sort of role. You know, like, so I'm good. But I want like
and he does die in these films, to be fair. So maybe it is the end.
Maybe it is. And it looks like he's going to pass on the mantle.
Great.
Yep, great. And then the last note, I really don't need to talk about this. So Kiefer Sutherland punched and choked some Uber driver.
Cool.
Yeah. I just couldn't pass up the opportunity for the name of the note to be called more like Kiefer Rufferland. Am I right? And that's all I really wanted to say about
Nice.
him. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Questions. Wrong one. Don't mind me. That's $3 paying off. Here we go.
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
All right. So, I want to say something real quick. Sorry. Let me just double check before I commit to this. Fucking hell. All right. So I was contacted by a guy named, we'll call him Chris J. Right. And we have spoke a few times before, Transformer stuff, blah, blah. And he had told me that he was going through some health issues, some that he believed were terminal. And he has a screen, like an animation cell from Transformers Season 4 Headmasters. And he was like, look, I'm getting rid of a lot of this shit. I want it to go to someone that's going to appreciate it. It was expensive. Like if you would take care of it, I'd be happy to give it to you. And I was like, look, I don't even like the energy surrounding this shit. I'll tell you what, I'll hold on to it for you. When you're in better health, I'll send it right back to you. And he was like, I'm good with it. I'm good with where I'm at, buddy. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm at peace, And I was like, well, either way, I need to be at peace, So he sent it to me and it arrived, but I wanted to film the opening of it and I wanted to film it and I wanted to put it on Patreon and then thoughts and prayers, likes and shares, whatever. Not that there's anything to like or share, but so I filmed it. I put the video up, but it took me a while because I've been busy and hectic. So I filmed it, and I didn't reach out to him to say that it had arrived or thank him. It took me about a week and a half to film it and then put the video up, and then I sent the video. My plan was to send the video with it to be like, look, I got it. I'm going to take care of it. So I sent him the video link and just said thank you underneath, and I said it's in good hands until you're ready for it. And he hasn't seen it, and it's fucking with me.
Oh,
Like you think?
I think it's possible. So I hope that's not the case. Thoughts and prayers to Chris and family, friends, and etc. So with that being said. Now, anybody seen Schindler's List recently?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Thomas J. wrote in. He said, "What's up, Ragers? Got a little something for all of you this time. Bobby, thank you for putting me on to Sleep Token. Well, Cody's here to talk about it as well."
hey.
Cody hates Sleep Token.
No, I don't.
Really digging the band in a time where good rock is at a premium. It really does help. Inspector is also super dope. If you haven't listened to the band Muse, check them out. Similar type of vibe, and Handler and Reapers are some great tracks. Yep, I am familiar with Muse. In fact, I bought a song from them recently. Let me see here. I bought Unraveling last year. Joey, he's not here, but hopefully he's listening, and I forgot to email him. Fuck. Joey, I don't know if you have seen this yet or not, but a newish statue company called SynQ Lab did a Zod piece from Berserk. Oh, I saw that, though. It looks beautiful. I'm speaking now. It's not reading. All right, back to the... check that out.
He's really in character there.
It's pretty cool. All their work is awesome, and it's all painted and sculpted by one person. Farrell, I heard last week's episode, and I've had similar issues at work where I feel like what I do goes unnoticed and unappreciated because of the time of day that I work overnight. But don't falter on the quality, man. I have my own personal standard that I hold myself to, so even when things don't seem great, I know I did my best, and the product I put out is top tier and says something about how I conduct business. Please keep your head up. And love all you guys. Sorry for the long email. Rage on.
Thanks, buddy.
Paul C. writes in, Happy New Year, motherfucker. Joey is traveling soon. Farrell is traveling soon. Pinkerton is always traveling. Bobby just came back from traveling. When you book all of your travel arrangements, are you comfortable doing that on the phone, or do you still do that on a computer? I am very much of the old school generation where big purchases all have to be done on a computer, despite the fact that I have definitely spent way more money via my phone. What types of purchases, if any, do you have to make on your computer as opposed to a mobile device? Huh, that's interesting.
So I don't have a problem buying stuff
on your
my phone. But I guess I'm still tied to the older side where it's only like the bigger the purchase, the more I have to have like name brand recognition. So like when I was, and I'm not traveling soon. Unfortunately, we're still waiting on a passport. And at this point, I think flights are going up because it's now considered last minute travel.
Right.
And I haven't been keeping track on the hotels and everything, and I'm not going to rush it.
Right.
So I think the next window is going to be October.
Okay.
But yeah, so like it was Google search through their flight list, right? Choose the airline that they know, like Travelocity, even though that's a name brand thing, like,
right.
You know, purchasing through their website, you know, whatever airline I'm going to travel on, but still through the phone. So maybe that's like a blend of.
Yeah, I would say so. So I'm comfortable making my purchases from my phone, and unless it's something super official, and I don't know if that means anything or not, but like if I was paying for something with the MVA for like a registration or something, like for some reason I got to do that on a desktop or a laptop or something. Like I have to do that on a computer for it to feel real. What I like about phone purchases, especially with Apple Pay, is it's just a double click and it's done. It's like everything's as easy as Amazon.
I've got Google Pay.
Okay, all right. So I imagine it's the same thing, but just less sophisticated.
Little
like
thumbprint. Yep.
yeah. So like I dig that. So I'm comfortable making 99% of my purchases on my phone. But in terms of travel arrangements, what I normally do is say, Laura, I'm going to go to such and such, and she does all of that stuff.
You have your own travel
agent. Yeah.
And you know her hours.
Yes. Well, I know. To be fair, it's a part-time gig for her because it's her off hours that I tend to.
You know when you can.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so a Star Tease Pete writes in, "Hello, lovely boys. Hope you're good. It's a double up week. Let's get to it. First, do you have a favorite gadget? Last year, as a late birthday treat, I splashed out on a set of swim goggles with a heads-up display. Swimming 5 times a week and living with them for the best part of a year, I couldn't go back. Seeing in real time my length, splits, distance, and pace has made a world of difference in the pool. And it all exports into an app with graphics to really get my nerd on. I like that. I don't think so for me. I'm not a big... I like the more I can do without a screen, usually the happier I am.
Well, a gadget doesn't have to be a screen.
That's true. Without some sort of device or electronic or like in my younger days, I would have said drugs.
Great gadget.
But like I think that like I'm not really interested in like I never went into Brookstone. Yeah. It's never been like a sharper image. Like that sort of stuff has never really spoke to me. Technology and me. And just the other day, Cody and I getting ready to watch this movie and me thinking about like I got to figure out how to get it to play on the TV upstairs.
What's the input.
I started dreading it.
So like I can remember a gadget that I don't have anymore that I miss. So maybe let's
hear it.
So I had this really awesome fleshlight. It's great. I don't know if our listeners have dabbled in that
arena. I'm sure they have.
Maybe.
I'd be willing to guess.
So there's like textured patterns on the inside.
Oh,
right.
So I don't know all about the technology regarding them.
It's a good gadget.
Yeah.
So I had owned multiple, and I found one of those pattern things that was, to me, better than the rest.
Oh, really?
And it just wore out.
Like all true things, one day it withered on the vine.
And I never replaced it, and now I can't recall
What it was.
which one.
Like name.
I recently, just out of like shits and gigs, went and checked out the website, and I was like, oh, is it the Lotus or was it the fucking Wave? Because like you don't look on the inside of that thing, right? So it's just like when I had it, it was like, oh, that's a good one.
Well, you know, the good thing about that is if you want to find out what it is, trying them all out. It's a pleasurable experience. So either way, it can only be like pizza. It can only be so bad. So you might as well just try them all again.
Yeah, fun
Oh,
little
no.
experiment.
Oh, this wasn't the best.
Oh no, I had to nut 10 times to find the best one.
Still got me through though, didn't it? Yeah. Isn't that something?
I don't really have. I was actually thinking recently because I used to have an Apple Watch, and I actually sold it because I used to use it for running, and it was great. Because it just, when you run it, you can track your time, obviously, and then stop. Because I used to have to get my phone out while you run this nuisance.
Right.
Because I don't really run like that anymore, because that was in lockdown. I actually got rid of that. I just went back to a normal watch. So I've actually got less gadget.
Huh.
I don't think...
Yeah,
What,
I don't use like a smartwatch for what you're supposed to.
No.
Like it's just for, do I need to pull the phone out of my pocket?
Yeah, yeah.
Or can I ignore that notification?
yeah, and I ignore most phone calls anyway. So.
Yeah. Second, I'm looking at you, Joey. Unfortunately, you picked the wrong week, I'm afraid. But he says, how you doing? What do you think of Monster Hunter Wilds and game now? I like the idea of the system well enough. Transcending armor, making weaker sets viable, again, is amazing. But weapons have devolved into hours of menu cycling to get the RNG roll you want. Menu Hunter Wilds isn't it. Peace and love. And if Joey listens to this, I'll let him respond when he returns.
I can speak partially on his behalf.
go for it.
I know that, not my experience of the games, I haven't played the one, but I know he's put absolutely thousands of hours into that game because he was talking about it yesterday. So I assume he likes it, whatever your question is.
When does Joey leave?
I think he's gone.
He's gone now?
No, I think
he's working.
He's working Friday? Oh, I can still email him the show, then I felt guilty.
I thought that was...
Yeah.
No, I think he leaves early
Sunday?
Feb because...
No, he leaves before next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he said he couldn't do next week's show.
I can't remember when it was. I remember when I spoke to him, that's why I partially...
I think so. Or maybe it was that he just worked or something.
Is it the 30th? It might be. Is it the 30th, maybe? I remember when I spoke to him because I planned my trip a little bit around it, so I'd make sure I'd see him.
Yeah. The minister Ryan, the good minister, who he goes by in his emails, the Black Ryan. That's how it pops up. And what's funny is it says to Bobby and Adam, which is weird. Just like the way he has it saved, you know? He's been around for a while. What's up, Ryan? What's up, fellas? Listening to episode 540, and the phrase of the episode is definitely two things can be true. I know how much you hate when people say see both sides, but I challenge that it's the same family as seeing both sides. It's also akin to the famous you're not wrong. What are your thoughts? I see both sides versus two things can be true versus you're not wrong. Don't they all basically mean the same thing? Do any of those phrases actually take a stand? So the thing about two things can be true is that, to me, what I think is different about them other than the other two is two things can be true is mainly about it's usually separate topics. So you're not like debating a topic often. And also, Minister Ryan, of course, I hope that you know, but when I said that thing about seeing both sides, it's like somewhat in jest, right? Like the truth is that everybody can see both sides if they're not a complete fucking moron. It just takes a little bit of stones to choose one.
Pick a side.
Yeah. The thing about two things can be true is like they're not always like, if I was like, hey, Jim Lee is a great artist, and you were like, well, I think he's a bad artist. Like, I would never say two things can be true. Now we have a debate. We're on opposite sides of this thing, right?
Well,
but if I was like, Jim Lee is an artist, and you were like, but he's an asshole, which I don't think is true. But if you said that and he was an asshole, I go, yeah, well, two things can be true.
Yeah.
You know?
So two things can be true with the you think he's great and I think he's shit.
Yes. Yes, objectively.
Right.
Because it's a subjective topic.
Opinion.
Yeah. But I think that we're like, really, when two things can be true is used, it's often used not in a debate sense. It's used like, yes, I agree with you on that.
But that's not what I was saying.
Yes, but what I'm saying is still true.
Right.
You know?
It's the apples and oranges thing.
Right. But I do think that he's somewhat right in generally speaking that they're all part of it. Like if I can see both sides were to have a family reunion, two things can be true. Might be getting one of the invites, Yeah. And that does it.
That's all the questions.
That's all the questions, I think. Let me double check.
There is one thing that's been missing this episode, though.
What's that?
It's a joke at Joe's expense that he doesn't enjoy.
Oh, that's right. Good idea, Cody.
I don't know if I cropped it properly.
Damn, I just did this update.
Sounds like an Apple problem.
Yeah, it is. It is somewhat. Actually, and one thing really irritated me about it. This is a level of music nerd shit that I'm into. Every now and then, if you have on Apple Music, which no one at this table uses, if you have it in lyrics mode, where it plays the lyrics through the song, at the end of the song, the last bit after all of the lyrics is written by and the people that wrote the song, and that pops up at the very end. And sometimes it pops up like right on the drop of the beat, right? So like it's a very like dramatic ending. And when it drops back in, that it'll pop back up, written by, and it like hits on the drum, and it's like one of those things for me where I was like, yes, like it just feels good to me. They've done away with it, so like it's still there, but it doesn't pop, it doesn't like move up, like it's just there, and I was like, like I'm contemplating writing to them, like with a complaint, because I'm that bothered by it. I'll tell you, like if anybody hasn't updated yet,
don't.
No, I'm not saying that, but before you do, and I'm just using this one not to pick on you, or to irritate you rather, but I'm just using this one because it's like one of those great examples of it. But if you listen to Sleep Token's Infinite Baths, and you go to like the last 4 lines of lyrics, and when the last line hits, teeth of God, I will be what I am, and the am is like. As soon as that hits the fucking written by Vessel One, probably it just lands perfect. It's a great example of it. But we were listening to Tool's Vicarious this morning, and at the end of Vicarious, it hits also, and it's another one that like lands right. And now it's.
Did you listen to Did you check out the Sleep Token one to make sure it didn't do it on that?
Yeah,
and it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bummer. But yeah, so Cody did spend some time with Joey recently while he's been visiting, which makes sense. And I wanted to play, he recorded some of that conversation, and I wanted to play it for you guys. Here it goes.
Final form with the feathers and shit.
Did you two, do you do Christmas much, you two? Like, is that?
I hate Christmas.
Okay.
I actively hate most holidays.
Yeah.
They make me angry.
Do holidays.
The people make me angry. The concept itself makes me angry, and the culture and social construct of it makes me angry. Just the whole thing is just fucking a dumpster fire to me.
Yeah, it's fair. I enjoy it more now with because I've got my niece, so it's quite fun because she likes those presents. That's fun.
I don't want to shut on it for
no,
kids. I know that it's great for them, but like as an adult and knowing all the fucking how the sausage is made, I fucking hate it. Especially working retail, like everything's just fucking worse. Everything's worse before, everything worse during, everything's worse after for a bit before it goes back to normal.
I find it funny because, like, especially with my mum, she loves Christmas, but you know when you ask them what they want, and it's like you feel like you're just buying stuff that they need around the house that they can't afford yet. So they're like, "Can you get that?"
Use a toaster.
My mum she asked me literally. I got her like some ornaments for the side, which I was like, "Sure, whatever." Do you know? Oh, she got for Christmas as well. She got a fridge.
Yeah.
You should have saw her face light up when she opened it.
You motherfucker.
I should have cropped it down a bit, but
no, it's great.
No, it's great. Even in his absence, his presence is felt. So shout out to Joey on assignment. Shout out to Chris on assignment, and shout out to Marilyn Phil on our notes and on Twitter, and shout out to Dante on Facebook. And with that,
swinging sax.
Moist thighs.
Tight dick player.